At the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
July 14th, it's MLB Draft Day, and it is a big day for the Harbor Hawks as they take on the #1 team in the East, the YD Red Sox. We welcome you into the Tim Elstrom broadcast booth. Josh Schreiber here alongside Nico Sharp and Jacob Irons. And guys, we've got a great one ahead of us today.
Yeah, there is a lot to be excited about. We're going to talk about past Harbor Hawks and maybe future Harbor Hawks over the next couple of days, hearing their name called and having their dream realized of having their name be said in the MLB draft. So that adds on top of that to what should be a great baseball game between YD and Hyannis. The past 2 meetings have been spectacular. They've been a lot of fun to watch. And I think, Nico, you're a big pitching guy. That's what we have in store again tonight.
Yeah, it should be a really good pitching matchup. In the first 2 games, if that's any indication of how today's game is going to go, it's going to be such a good game. 1-1 the series, chance to get up ahead for both teams, but both pitching staff should be really good. For Jason Reitz and Braden Osbolt for the YD Red Sox, should be a pretty good matchup today and tonight.
Absolutely. And Nico, talk to me a little bit about Jason Reitz. At 6'8", he is a lanky guy out there on the mound. Really hard to read the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, tall right-handed guy, can have a lot of sink to it, and again, just having that height alone coming from the right side, you reach across, it feels like you're halfway down the mound already. And he's got a guy with velo, guy who has good velo, a lot of good secondary stuff, loves to work ahead on hitters, and so far he's had a lot of success. 2 games before, 1 start already, gets his 2nd start tonight.
Absolutely, and on the YD side, Jacob, Braden Osbolt has been absolutely fantastic this season.
Yeah, and for Scott Pilker's team, he's coming with 16 2/3 innings pitched. He is averaging through his 3 games starting, going 5 innings. That is an unheard of average right now in the Cape Cod Baseball League because you need to save arms and you need to save innings. But what that shows is that if he is going 5 innings, he is spectacular. He's walked 6, struck out 12. He is a man that's going to hammer the zone, and when I mean he's got a slider that's going to break off, it is a slider that is going to break.
He's got an ERA of 0.54. Absolutely ridiculous numbers in a league where you've got the best talent in the world.
Yeah, and his whip, 0.84. He's not working with traffic behind him as well. This is the pitcher that's going to hammer the zone, and he's excited to take on a Hyannis Harbor Hawks lineup that 1 through 9 can deliver at any moment.
They certainly can, but let's talk about the last game they played against Bourne. Just 1 hit, Michael DiTallo providing that 1 hit. What needs to change today to kind of get that mojo going against maybe the best pitching staff in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League?
And when you look at that game, it was unlike the Harbor Hawks. It just felt like an off day, and so it's not much how you have to change, but more of just get rid of it. Have that short memory, understand what happened there, and it's unlike the Harbor Hawks. You know, they're a producing team, a lot of hits, score run, manufacture them, so just an unlike game. Just got to get rid of it, get on to the next one.
And we're going to take a look at who Hyannis has in the field today. It is definitely, we've seen a lot of differences and similarities throughout the season, as you see there. What catches your eye, Jacob?
I think what catches my eye is that you will have all three of Hyannis's potential catchers. They'll be in the game today. Dalton Bargo, a utility man, he'll get his first opportunity in the infield. He'll be at third. Jackson West will do the catching, and Cannon Peebles, another catcher to this lineup in the designated hitter role. All three of their bats are going to be huge for the lineup, but defensively, all of them are playing big roles as well.
Yeah, we'll see how they are able to contribute to the lineup, getting those catchers the at-bats that they would like to have them have because they're all very capable. Let's take a look at YD and who they've got going in the field, Nico.
Yeah, a lot of good defensive guys. You have R.J. Austin, Drew Burris, and Jackson Torello working left to right in the outfield. And at third base, Ryan Sprock, Phoenix Call, Gallagher, Martinez. I mean, this is a lineup. When you look at them defensively, one of the best defenses in the Cape Cod Baseball League. And then once we take a look at their lineup here in a little bit, it's a team that can absolutely swing it as well.
And they lost Wahiva Aloy recently. He left the Cape. He was the home run leader, was absolutely fantastic. But we're going to talk about their lineup when we come back in a moment. But they are absolutely incredible. You got guys like R.J. Austin, guys like Phoenix Call, Drew Burris, who had one of the best seasons in the entire country in the ACC. So excited to talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a short break for the national anthem, but it is first pitch time when we come back. We're here field side with manager Mitch Carricker and Skip. A day off yesterday because of the rain out, another day off tomorrow. Is it a little bit weird in the Cape League to, have so much time off and, a play game in between?
Yeah, I think so. I think our guys really didn't have an off day until they got word that we had an off day. But, yeah, I think everybody kind of saw it coming with the rain we had. Honestly, I think it's good for us at this point in the season to get a little bit of a breather is good. Our guys seemed a little bit tired the last game we had. And, so hopefully they got some rest last night and we're ready to go today.
Focus a little bit on the last game, the one hit. Do you feel like the team has been really good at putting losses behind them very quickly and kind of moving on to the next game?
Yeah, I think so. We've kind of been a little streaky where we win a few in a row and then we lose a few in a row. And so hopefully we can put that loss behind us, but not to the point where we just think it never happened, right? We got to learn from the mistakes that we made and make some adjustments, definitely offensively, and then on the pitching side, if we can compete a little bit in the strike zone, I think that would be good. So hopefully they just learn their lessons and we're ready to go today.
Going against a guy in Braden Osbolt who under 1 ERA so far this summer, he's been dominant. What have you seen from him that's allowed him to be so successful?
Yeah, he's been really good. He's been able to throw multiple pitches for strikes, keep guys off balance. His stuff is good, just like everybody else in this league. So we're going to have to find a way to put some pressure on him, have some good tough at-bats, try to, get him out of there early and get into that bullpen, but we'll see.
Then non-baseball related, superhero day today at McKeon Park. Do you have a favorite superhero?
Oh, man. I'll go with Batman.
Good one. Yeah. Good one. DC over Marvel guy?
Sure.
We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Sideline reporter Josie Broyles here with Coach Sean Riley to discuss some of the ins and outs of the Bourne game from the other day. Coach, in your opinion, what really specific adjustments do players need to make on the plate in order to improve from yesterday's performance?
I think overall we faced a really good arm, and the approach, we just have to keep the approach as simple as possible.
Anything that the opposing team did on the mound that you think really affected your hitters?
I think they exposed us on the outer half. I think they did really well pitching the ball away from us and changing speeds. So.
You as a coach, how are you going to really address these issues with your players, really just coach them to do better throughout the rest of the season?
I think they just have to stick to their plan and work on the routine every day and keep it consistent, and they'll be fine.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
Back here at McKeon Park, and Jason Reitz has taken the bump for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, it's going to be Jason Reitz, number 41, the 6'10 right-hander. Currently has a record of 1-0, 3.72 ERA. And so far, this is his third appearance for the Harbor Hawks. You've seen them have 9 2/3 innings pitched thus far. And we saw him last time against Katuitt. Had a pretty solid outing, working into the 5th inning. Got pulled late in the 5th, only allowing 2 earned runs.
And Reitz, the tall right-hander, will be going up against this lineup for the YD Red Sox.
Yeah, this is a YD Red Sox lineup that has a lot of pop to their bat right now. But it's Easton Carmichael in the 2-hole. That's someone you want to look out for. Carmichael right now, 7th in the Cape Cod Baseball League with 4 homers, 7th in RBIs with 16. He has been really solid, Carmichael has. But then it's also Gavin Gallagher, the second baseman behind him in the 8th spot, that really can pack 2 punches right now for this team.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even mention guys like Drew Burris, who have had a really, a slow start to the season, but we know what he's capable of with what he did at Georgia Tech, 25 home runs. But it will be R.J. Austin, the second-year Red Sox, up to start this game off for the Red Sox. The Vanderbilt Commodore gets his feet comfortable in the box. Jason Reitz deals to the plate. Ground ball left side. Bargo loses the glove, barehands it onto first in time. Razzle dazzle to start off this ball game, and there's out number 1.
What a play from Dalton Bargo. We talked about it. He hasn't played at the hot corner yet this summer, and it's always how it goes. A magnet in the glove for the first time in there defensively. He loses the web. Don't worry, that's no problem. He composes himself, gets it with the bare hand, and throws over. What a play from the Tennessee Volunteer to start this one off.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that where they lose the glove but stick with the ball. So up steps Easton Carmichael, who takes strike 1. It's going to be hard to outdo that last play the rest of this game.
It's tough when the top play of the day you think is the first play of the day.
First pitch of the day.
Yeah.
That last pitch went to the backstop from Reitz.
Yeah, Reitz, you can see it on camera. That's a tall frame coming from the right-hander, 6'10", and fastball's up to 96, 97.
Ground ball chopped to the left side. Lodi's jump throw on to first. He got him. Alex Lodis just beat Bargo with the very next play, taking after his idol Derek Jeter, and there is out number 2.
And Alex Lodis, he said, if you can do it, I can do it better. Alex Lodis, the Jeter throw over to first base, has enough on it. And that is back-to-back web gems for the Harbor Hawks.
Showing off the webbing to start this game. What are they going to do next?
Hyannis coming in came with the best fielding percentage at .978 in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and they are playing like it through the first 2 batters.
I mean, that is just an unbelievable play, working towards the 6-hole away from first base, not only to get there, but to have the arm on the throw, the jump Jeter throw, all the way over and still get Easton Carmichael by a step.
1-1 line drive up the middle, and that one just over the head of Alex Lodis, trying to make yet another web gem. So Anthony Martinez reaches base safely. The first hit of the day for the Red Sox. It'll bring up Drew Burris.
And that's just a great swing. I mean, apparently you have to put it where the Harbor Hawks cannot touch it, and that's exactly what he does there. It's a great swing from the left-hander. Shoots it right over the shortstop Lodis. But we've seen Lodis make an amazing play earlier in the season, making an amazing jump catch.
And Burris, 4 YD, hitting 143 this summer with 1 home run. Reitz deals the 0-1, taken for a ball. One thing that Burris has done very well this summer is work counts. He has drawn 12 walks in just 69 plate appearances. One over the head of the 5'9" freshman from Georgia Tech.
Yeah, it's that slider that just got away from Reitz right there, and try to start it at the shoulder. of Drew Burris and have it break over. And that one just slipping outside the backside of his hand.
Pitch down near the dirt. Burris hit 25 home runs for Georgia Tech this past spring. Hit 381 with 67 RBIs. Earned himself ACC Freshman of the Year and ACC First Team as he works a walk, his 13th of the summer.
And after two amazing plays by the Harbor Hawks, back-to-back men on for the YD Red Sox, and we've talked about their way to manufacture runs as well. That's someone you're going to have to keep on the low all game long as these YD Red Sox, especially with an arm like Braden Osbold. Every single run is going to count early.
Now you've got another Team USA selection in Ethan Petrie up in the box. South Carolina Gamecock with 2 outs. High fly ball, shallow center field. Lodi's moving back on it. Kepley will call him off and make the play for out number 3. So it was an inning of sparkling defense.
It was defense from the Harbor Hawks getting it started right there, and it's Alex Lodi showing off like Derek Jeter to start this one off. We're still scoreless through a half inning.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Braden Osbolt toes the slab for the Red Sox. And Nico, he has been fantastic this year.
And this guy's he's a true starter, has a 4-pitch mix, and the stats are going to speak for themselves. He's 2-0, 16 2/3 inning, and you look at that ERA, a sub-1 ERA, .54, and he's a fastball slider, changeup, cutter mix. He's going to have a lot of fun on the mound, loves to work on that outer half.
And Kane Kepley to lead off for the Harbor Hawks. Takes strike 1 down the middle. Oh, 1 to Kepley in there for strike 2. He's quickly down in the count 0-2.
That's back-to-back changeups from the right-hander. Loves to use it against lefties, and he's a true guy who's going to mix up all 4 of his pitches.
Trying to get Kepley to chase up in the zone that time. Now, if you've listened to a Harbor Hawks broadcast, you've likely heard or seen Kane Kepley draw a walk. He averages more than a walk per game.
And the Harbor Hawks' last game was one of the rare instances where he didn't earn himself a walk.
Working now to pop that one back. Was 0-2 in the count, now has worked it to 2-2. Fought off, almost drilling Alex Lodis in the on-deck circle, but he narrowly escapes.
That's a great job to fight right there. He has no intention of putting that ball in play. You're taught to use your hands and send it into the opposing dugout right there, and that's a great 2-strike swing.
Another 2-strike swing. He's fighting right now.
You saw him there choke up a little bit onto the bat, shortening his approach, coming in with the 2-strike approach right now. See, he's about like an inch above where he normally places his hands down a little bit lower on the bat.
Kepley flies one fairly deep to right field. Running over is Chirello to make the running grab. Just barely in fair territory. And there's out number 1. So let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks today.
Yeah, Alex Lodis follows Kane Kepley. It's Dalton Bargo, Michael Detallo, who had that lone hit yesterday, or 2 days ago, against the Bourne Braves. And then Mason White, Cannon Peebles, Jackson West, Josh Tate, and Nick Rose behind.
Lodis takes strike 1. One chopped off the plate and foul.
And you see it. You saw it right there. Chirello has played so far off. He's playing right center field. And you look at Burris in center field. He's playing left center. And they're playing that way with the lefty Kane Kepley as well. That right field line is huge over there down the line.
0-2, Lodi's chopper up the middle. Fielding it as Call. Long throw to first is in time. Showing off the arm strength. That bounce took him all the way into shallow center field.
It's a great play from Call. And you mentioned it a little bit, but it was Vahiva Aloy who played short in the 2 games we saw against the Red Sox. And for the Harbor Hawks and their fan base, you're thankful to see Aloy not at shortstop again today. And in those 2 games, Aloy, 4 home runs,
7 RBIs, and had 3 defensive plays that pop out in my mind.
So certainly nice for the Harbor Hawks to get him out of the lineup as Dalton Bargo, for the 2nd time in 2 games, throws his bat way down the right field line. Sean Riley will go and retrieve it.
And it's not just being thrown to first base. I mean, he is absolutely launching that baseball bat, and that one made its way past the YD Red Sox dugout.
Michael Detallo, you see a replay there, but Michael Detallo throwing the pine tar over to Bargo.
Oh, and it landed in the dirt. Now there's going to be some dirt in the pine tar stick.
Now, I know, Jacob Irons, you may not be too happy with this, but I am going to bring up the Turley toss that became popular last year as Bargo looks at strike 2.
Can I challenge became popular? I think one person followed the Turley toss, and it was you, Josh.
And it was Gavin Turley. Gavin Turley responded to the tweet, and it actually got, I think, thousands of views. So as Bargo chops one back, the bat toss doesn't work for him this time. And it is a 1-3 putout to end the bottom of the 1st inning. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. Knotted up at 0.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to the Knack Cape Cod. The Knack offers 2 locations, Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit theknackcapecod.com to order online today The Nap Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. Top of the second inning, Phoenix Call leading things off for the Red Sox. Phoenix Call was drafted by the Boston Red Sox out of high school, chose to go to UCLA instead, and now finds himself with the YD Red Sox. Funny how those things work out. 0-1 to Call. Check swing accidentally fouled off.
And for Call, you want to be cognizant of allowing him to get on the base pass. Right now, 14 stolen bases. That's tied for third in the Cape Cod Baseball League so far this summer. And he's going to run too. He's not afraid to test it out and see the arm behind home plate in West.
0-2 up and away. The 1-2. Reach trying to get him to chase up. 96 that time with the fastball.
And after the rain out last night, today has been a beautiful day. Sun is out, not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, it has been gorgeous. You talk about a top 10 day. I think today was maybe the best day we've had on Cape. Low humidity, all sun all day, and really not too many clouds. It was about as perfect of a day as you could ask for, and even making out for a great evening.
Pitch outside to Call, and the Harbor Hawks do put him on to lead off the inning. Yeah, other than the heat, which, I mean, that's what you're going to get in the summer, but it is absolutely gorgeous out. Been a lot of rain recently.
A lot of rain, overcast skies. It's really been the humidity. No humidity today was maybe the best part of today. You could feel comfortable going outside. Just had to make sure you had to toss on that SPF.
Did you put your sunscreen on today, Irons?
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
What kind of question is that?
Come on.
Just want to make sure we're in the booth. So I mean, we're not getting much sun in here, but I mean, I guess better to be safe than sorry.
Yo, 100%. Pre-game, I'm outside.
Jackson Chirello fouls one off out of play left side.
Easily the worst sunburn of the day came when we were the first setup day, and I got my forehead like.
Don't talk to me about worse sunburns. It's been a rough summer. Just one rough day.
Yeah, that was a rough one for you, Shrive. I'm not.
The back, the full back.
Oh yeah, the full body.
The full body,
really.
really.
Rough.
Got to always reapply. Pickoff attempt to first base in time. Jason Reitz showing off the footwork to get Phoenix Call leaning, and there's one away.
You want defense? We're going to give you defense here today on this 14th of July. It is a great pickoff attempt by Jason Reitz. A quick turn of the feet, and it gets the Call leaning. And Datalo's able to get a tag down.
Reitz helping himself out that time with the move. Two-1 to Chirello. Taken at the knees for strike two. Two chopped foul off the netting in front of the YD dugout. It's a YD team who has been very successful this season. They have dominated the East. The West has been tight, not the East. 2-2, hard chopper towards the third baseman, Bargo, who can't quite field it. Rounding first and going to second is Chirello. He will go in with a feet-first slide. It's a one-out double for Jackson Chirello.
It's a great swing from Chirello, but makes that pickoff from Reitz that much more important. Could be nobody out with runners on second and third. Reitz with a well-timed pickoff move gets a call leaning towards second base, but that's a great swing from Chirello to find another way on and work a double.
Gavin Gallagher in the 8th spot, one of Jacob Irons' players to watch today. He'll have a runner in scoring position.
And for Gallagher, when these two teams last squared off, he hit that home run back here at McKeon Park in the 4th inning and brought in 3 runs for himself.
And you talk about, runner in scoring position. He's currently 3rd on the YD Red Sox in RBIs. Currently has 9, looking to reach double digits.
Ground ball right side, fielding it is Mason White and firing to first for the second out. Chirello will move over to third base as the 9-hitter Ryan Sprock steps to the plate.
It's a great job from Reitz, and so far has worked with some traffic, has 2 guys on the first and 2 guys on in the second currently, and he did have that pickoff move, but still only at 28 pitches. And that's with working with traffic, so he's going right after these YD Red Sox hitters.
Ryan Sprock off the label of the bat to Lodies, who makes a strong throw over to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom 2 coming up. Hyannis leaves the runner stranded at third.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Michael Detallo will start the inning, but first we'll get a look at the standings. So far this season, you see Wareham just barely clinging on to that number 1 spot as the first pitch to Detallo is looked at for a strike. Katuit and Hyannis right there behind them, followed up by Bourne and Falmouth. And then in the East, it's been the YD show. They have dominated that as it's a slow chopper to Phoenix Call, making the throw on the run to get Detallo hustling to first base and out number 1.
Yeah, it's really been the YD show in that Eastern Division. And every single game they play, West or Eastern matchups, this is a team that's been very consistent, one of the most consistent teams in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
And for YD, taking on their own division, they're 9-2-1. Then when they go to the Western Division, which Hyannis is, they're 6-5 so far this summer. They have been able to hold their own against their own, but when they have to go up against teams outside of their division like the West, which is such a stacked division, they somewhat fumble a little bit.
0-1, a hard ground ball to the first baseman, Martinez, who bobbles the ball twice, and Mason White will reach safely on the E3.
And to your point, Jacob Irons, there's a lot of big games, and you look at the Harbor Hawks at home, love playing at McKeon Park. 9-2. They go on the road, a little bit of a different story. So far, they're 4-7 on the road of the Harbor Hawks. But then you look at YD at home, taking care of business, 6-5. But them, when they like to get on the bus a little bit, as the YD Red Sox, they are 9-2 on the road.
Cannon Peebles looks at the first pitch for a ball.
And for Hyannis, it converts in batting average as well here inside McKeon Park. They bat .291 inside the confines in Hyannis. That's the second best behind Wareham for a home batting average. Then on the road for YD, they're batting .239.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice play by Oswald on to second for one, and they will get Peebles easily at first for the 1-6-3 double play. A beautiful job by Braden Oswald on the PFP, and we'll head to the top of the third scoreless.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Join the Hyannis Harbor Hawks players and coaches for movie night at McKeon Park on July 15th at 8 p.m. Bring blankets and chairs and take a seat in the McKeon Park outfield to watch a movie under the lights. Meet your favorite Harbor Hawks as you enjoy food and a good time. That's July 15th, tomorrow at 8 p.m. for movie night at McKeon Park.
Got the Sandlot social media team made a fantastic graphic. I know we talked about it, but I think it needs to be said as much as possible. If you are on your phone right now or anything, go check out Hyannis Harbor Hawks on Instagram, Twitter. Go check out that graphic because they did a fantastic job to recreate that Sandlot picture.
Such a classic movie that 99.99% of the people baseball world has seen. And if you're asking, where did that .01 go? It's right to my right here in Jacob Irons. You'll get to see the Sandlot. What are you most anticipating? It's you hear about it all the time, but you don't get to ask this too many times. But what do you anticipate when it comes to a movie like the Sandlot?
I'm anticipating popcorn.
In the movie, or you eating it?
Both, I think, right now, how it stands.
Okay.
But I also think at this spot, I know there's fireworks and 4th of July plays a factor in the Sandlot.
Okay. I'm not gonna give you any hints, but I'll just let you talk. Go ahead.
So that I think, and then "You're Killing Me, Smalls" is like,
yep,
that's an all-time quote. So
okay,
allegedly.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm really going in blind on that. So popcorn, 4th of July movie, and "You're Killing Me, Smalls."
Okay. Interesting.
Awesome. Well, can't wait for you to see it. Super excited to have everybody out there. It's going to be super fun.
Yeah. Karen Hurley, our secretary, was asking me today, how is that possible? I don't know. I don't know how to really say it.
Beautiful pitch by Jason Reitz to get a sword out of R.J. Austin and out number 1 in the inning.
Great pitch off the hand of Reitz, able to go off and work into the other's batter's box to have Austin try and go swing through on that slider and go reach out for it. He can't make contact there for the first out.
Number 2 hitter Easton Carmichael to the plate. Another half swing. The 0-1 in the dirt. Carmichael, a teammate of new Harbor Hawk, Grant Stevens, just came in the other day. Left-handed pitcher. Pitch inside. Carmichael spinning out of the way. Carmichael was fantastic this season. All Big 12 first team, all Big 12 tournament team. Hit .366. Chopped foul.
And he has just kept that success right into the Cape Cod baseball season. You almost look at any offensive category amongst everyone in the Cape League, and you'll find his name in the top 5, top 3, and sometimes he's top 3 and not 2 or 3.
Two to Carmichael, up and away. Reitz has missed in that same spot today a number of times.
Yeah, so in that fastball getting away from him a little bit, and he does like to climb the ladder, and we saw that in his previous appearances, but these are ones that are kind of getting away from him.
As Carmichael goes down looking, he started to offer, decided against it, and he gets rung up by home plate umpire Joseph Carrico.
And that's when you turn a pitch that gets away from you into something that is beneficial for you. When you have a fastball get away from you up in the zone, if you can put a slider right in behind it and make the pitches look the same coming out of your hand and have that one breaks, that's why you got the strikeout looking there. It froze the hitter in Carmichael just enough for that slider to break in backdoor on the plate.
So Anthony Martinez, pretty freshly added to this YD team. Fouled straight back. Martinez has 2 home runs already. 8 hits total. Make it 9 after his first inning single. Martinez all Big West first team this past season with UC Irvine. As he breaks the bat on a slow ground ball to first base, Tatalo fields and steps on first for the 3 unassisted putout. We will send it over to Josie Broyles, who has more on the sideline.
Hey guys, I'm here with Ozzy on our superhero night. Look at Ozzy, has a home mass and cape. Do a spin. Yes, Ozzy, so good, but we have our whole staff decked out today. We even have our bat boys, Jax and Adrian, who are also in their masks for Superhero Night. I asked them who their favorite superhero was, and they both said Iron Man, mostly because Jax told me that his grandma's name is actually Tony Stark, which I found hilarious. But anyways, our whole staff is decked out in superheroes. We have kids doing pictures, kids doing other fun activities, and it's just a great way to promote the Hawks and promote movie night. Thanks, Ozzy.
Thank you so much, Josie. And we got our masks up here. We wanted to wear them in the open, but Nico's big head couldn't quite handle it.
Neither could mine. Let's, in all honesty, we're 0 for 2 on the masks. We put both the 2 heads together, and our masks stood no chance.
Don't say 0 for 2. 1 for 3. I got my Spider-Man one here.
Well, we're 0 for 3 because ours broke. You could have worn yours.
Yeah,
so,
you could have.
So we could have.
You could have.
I didn't want to let you guys feel left out by the presence of Spider-Man in the broadcast booth.
Was there Iron Man up for grabs? Because I feel like that I have Wolverine on the mask. I feel like Iron Man would have been the only fitting one there.
I'm honestly not sure.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, this superhero night, you see a lot of kids dressed up. You see Ozzy dressed up.
Ozzy is ready to go.
And it looks like another great time here at McKeon Park. A lot of different events going on, and pretty fun one here tonight.
Jackson West leading off for the Harbor Hawks. And, guys, I asked skipper Mitch Carricker who his favorite superhero was. He didn't seem like a big superhero guy as West fights one off towards the left side, but foul. It drops in no man's land. He said his favorite superhero is Batman. I asked him, you're a DC over Marvel guy? And he didn't really understand that question. He just said, I guess. So I guess not a big superhero guy, but a big Batman guy, and I see it. Jacob Irons, you got Iron Man?
Yeah, Iron Man. I think that one I feel is I don't think there's an explanation necessary on that. Like some people will be like, "Oh, what's yours?" I'll be like Iron Man, and they're like, "Why? You want to elaborate?" I'm like, "Do I really need to?"
All right, so a lock for you, I guess.
Yeah, lock for me.
Nico, who do you got?
Yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest superhero guy as well.
Hold on. Time out. So you're not a superhero guy, but you were criticizing me that I fell asleep during Marvel Endgame? And yet you would say you're not a superhero guy?
Yeah, not a superhero guy, so I'm not watching those movies. I have seen Endgame and Infinity War. Those are the only two I've seen. And they were exciting. They were good stuff. And that's coming from a guy who's not into it or not involved.
That's true.
And I didn't even know a lot of the characters, and I was involved. So I can't imagine if you're a superhero guy falling asleep in that kind of movie.
Well,
0-1 line drive up the middle, base hit for Josh Tate. And with one out, the Hawks will have a runner on first.
Tate just sends it right back where it came from, right into center field. Barras is right there to jump on top of it. And it's just a great piece of hitting from Josh Tate and is keeping his stellar summer alive here for the Harbor Hawks.
Nick Groves will have his first at-bat of the day. Throw to first, not in time.
Josh Tate's a guy who only has 8 games for the Harbor Hawks, but already coming in top 5 in stolen bases, has 3 already in only 8 games. Every time he finds his way on, he gets put in motion.
Ball outside.
And especially for Hyannis, they haven't been able to test the arm of Carmichael yet, and that's something that Mitch Carricker likes to do early within the first third of a game, is try and send somebody and see what the arm is from behind home plate for the night. So wouldn't be shocked with Josh Tate and with an out to give to see him in motion.
Groves, the 9-hitter up now. The leadoff hitter, Kane Kepley, on deck. And the Harbor Hawks, they view Nick Groves as a true second leadoff hitter. He's been so reliable this season in big moments.
And how could you not, when you have a guy who's in Nick Groves, who's leading the team in batting average with 361, and you look at his on-base percentage, up there, number 2, right behind Kane Kepley at 473. So a true guy who is that second leadoff guy, and we've seen him in that top of lineup as well.
Groves goes the other way this time. R.J. Austin will back up, playing out of his usual position in the middle infield to make the play for out number 2.
And for Groves coming into that AB, batting .500 over the last 5 games. He has been so solid as of late, and through talking to him, he just feels like the game is coming to him now. Instead of him trying to get to the game, he's just sitting back and letting the game come to him and allow him to adjust rather than trying to force everything. And he just loves baseball. He's another guy that we talk about has a smile on his face, and for many, and including us, yesterday came as a little bit of relief, running all summer long, get a off day due to rain yesterday, and he's like, I missed it. I want to go out and play a couple more if I can.
Tate getting a lot of attention over at first base.
And when you have that kind of mentality, that's when you start having success. You're loving being at the field, and you're letting the game come to you. You're not trying to do too much. You're just doing what's given in front of you. You're not trying to overextend yourself or be this person. You're just playing the game as it's supposed to be played, and you can tell that's been his mentality, having shown great defense, and this guy has found a way on almost every single time he's gone up to the plate.
Kepley dances out of the way of the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 count. Imagine he probably will have the red light. Pitch right in there. Fastball for the strike. The 3-1 to Kepley is on the outside corner.
That's 91 around the outside. That's going to be Easton Carmichael behind home plate. Letting them know, hey, throw it across, throw it across. Runners going to be put in motion, and Josh Tate at first base. Got to throw it across. Here at 3-2 and 2 outs.
3-2, there goes Tate. Ball bounces in the dirt. Kepley will hustle his way to first. Tate going to third, and he is going to be out by a lot. Josh Tate trying to get aggressive, makes the Cardinals sin of making the final out at third base. And we'll head to the top of the 4th inning, still scoreless.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
You need to be seen for a minor illness or injury. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to the NAC Cape Cod. The NAC offers 2 locations in Hyannis or Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenacapecod.com to order online today. The NAC Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks all season long. Drew Burris leads off for the Red Sox at the top of the 4th inning. Jason Reitz has kept the Red Sox scoreless despite some threats. He sneaks one on the inside corner for strike 1.
And that past inning, Josh Tate trying to be maybe a little bit too aggressive, but the Harbor Hawks are going to live and die with aggressive base running there. And when it works out, you're going to love it. And when it doesn't work out, it's going to be hard on a team who's living with what has been the backbone for them all season long. So look for the Harbor Hawks to continue to have that aggressive base running, even if it doesn't work out.
And for YD, 2 different stories on the base pass. For Hyannis, they are aggressive. They're going to be active. They're going to have motion. They rank 3rd in stolen bases with 47. And then on the other side, you'll look at 29 for YD coming in at 7th. So a little less action, but you also have to add into the fact that Red Wilson Field plays a little smaller than what it actually feels like most days. So trying to go grab a bag, unlike you see here at McKeon Park, where you feel like you can sometimes go get third base, at Red Wilson, it just feels like such a small ballpark.
Check swing from Burris. He did go as the ball goes back to the backstop, and Burris will reach base safely on the strikeout.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the Harbor Hawks. That one just getting away from Jackson West, and that's not something you see all too often. Jackson West, one of the better catchers on Cape Cod, does a great job in keeping the ball right in front of him. That one just kicking away from him and goes down the third base line.
So Ethan Petrie steps to the plate out of South Carolina. And he hammers this ball deep to left field, but it will be tracked down by Josh Tate, as Ethan Petrie just got under that pitch.
And Tate doing a good job all the way to the warning track, tracking it in to get that first out for Reitz right now. He's doing a good job of getting ahead in counts and staying there.
Phoenix call, squares to bunt, pulls it back last moment, and it's called a strike on the outside corner.
And we talked about before the game, we thought we were going to see maybe a little bit of a pitcher's duel, and so far that's what we're seeing. It. Two great lineups in the Harbor Hawks and the YD Red Sox, and lots of bunch of zeros over there on the scoreboard.
We talked about the great weather day, and now all of a sudden, temperature's starting to drop right now outside. Barometer's starting to kick up, and fog's starting to roll in beyond that right field wall.
Popped up foul out of play. And normally when we have fog here, we look at the tower deep out in left field, and right now it's still clearly visible, but you can see a little bit of fog starting to roll in, block off the top of it. Oh-2, blooped into right center field. Tough play for Kepley. He makes the play. He'll have a chance at first base, but Drew Burris face plants back in safely.
Kane Kepley just showing off every tool he has in his toolbox, and right there it's showing his tracking ability to go out into the gap and go range over to make a stabbing grab out into the sky, and gets off his line so quickly to get Hyannis their second out.
Yeah, they say the earth is covered by 71% water. Well, the last percentage is covered by this Harbor Hawks outfield. You look at Kane, Kepley, Groves, and Tate out there. That's a lot of speed covering that outfield. And these guys can cover a lot of ground. You saw Kane Kepley there. Most outfielders are not getting to that ball in right center field.
The left-hander Chirello up now. Cod Burris leading, and Jason Reitz has his second pickoff of the day. This time it will end the top of the fourth inning. And let's get a look at those quick feet. Snap over to first. Drew Burris is gone. And we go to the bottom of the fourth, scoreless.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks.
There you see that cell tower out in deep left field. And just a little bit of a stat comparison of these two teams. You see Hyannis, their offense has been better, but it's been the pitching for YD that has been so good.
Yeah, for them, they rank first in the Cape with a team ERA of 3.62. Then on the other side for Hyannis, it's their bats with the second best team batting average of 260.
Lodi's hard ground ball, but foul. I got the chance to talk to Alex Lodi's today in an Inside the Nest episode that'll come out tomorrow morning, and he's talking about his superstitions a little bit with me. Said that, you know, at school they're a little bit different just because of the timing of everything is a bit different, but he used to have purple Skittles, the purple bag of Skittles, every day before games, and with this little miniature slump he's been on, he's brought out the Skittles today. I saw him eating them during batting practice, so maybe those will bring him some good luck. Lodi's high fly ball, shallow center field, ranging out is Phoenix Call, and he will make the basket catch. And he makes it easily for out number 1.
Phoenix Call made that look like it was an everyday play when it is not. He has his back turned to the ball, and he has to try and time it up where it's going to drop into his glove, and does a great job of not trying to reach out for it and speed anything up. Allows it to drop right in to his glove for the first down.
Dalton Bargo back at the plate. A 1-3 put out his first time up. Swings over the top of that breaking ball in the dirt. YD shifting 3 players on the right side of the infield. Phoenix Call just shaded to the right of the second base bag. A 1 chopped foul.
I mean, so far, it has been a pitching beautiful showdown. And you see for Osbolt, 3 1/3 innings pitched so far. Only giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and nothing strong for the Harbor Hawks thus far. It's the same thing with Reitz having 4 innings under his belt.
Bargo strikes out on 3 pitches. Osbolt dealing per usual. I mean, at this rate, Osbolt could go 9 innings pitched and only give up 1 earned run, and it would be a dip to his ERA, in a negative way, I should say. Pitch at the knees to DeTalo.
Yeah, he's made it look easy so far, and it's about to enter 4 innings under his belt. Only 44 pitches for him.
Line drive up the middle. It's a base hit for DeTalo, the second hit of the game for Hyannis. And the Hawks trying to get a 2-out rally going.
It's the same place Josh Tate put it to get the first hit of the day for the Harbor Hawks. Right back up the middle and into shallow center field. Now you have Mason White stepping over.
YD still shifted strongly for Mason White this time. Phoenix Call playing straight up the middle. And the third baseman playing well off the bag at third.
And when you say strongly, that is strong over there. And Gallagher on second base, he is playing towards the first baseman.
Pop-up left side foul territory. It will come back into fair territory, and R.J. Austin makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Top 5 coming up. Still waiting for our first run.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
We have got a crowd of Harbor Hawks watching. There you see it, Aaron Savory and Dominic Carbone fully embracing superhero night here at McKeon Park, watching that pie eating contest.
And Anthony Silva, who is wiping his face of pie, he got into the action as well. You can see him with, I think that's the Hulk mask right there. And these players are fully embracing superhero night. And there's Aaron Savory absolutely loving it.
Dominic Carbone and one of our bat boys having a little bit of a superhero duel there. You see the Hulk, also known as Anthony Silva, getting cleaned up. But we are in the 5th inning now. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for each team. Squaring to bunt that time was Chirello, but ends up pulling it back. Chirello was up at the plate at the end of last inning before Drew Burris was picked off first base. 1-0 up and in.
And I know we talked about this a little bit last inning, but temperatures have severely dropped here at McKeon Park. I mean, there's a nice little breeze in. It's getting a little chilly out.
.2-0 at the knees, and the breeze is nice, but you hope that the fog can lay off for now. We got a baseball game to play. 2-1, swing and a miss on the changeup.
That's a beautiful arm side changeup from Reitz, and he's got an electric fastball, so his ability to pull the string and throw that changeup low and away, that's a great pitch to the left-hander.
Chirello fights it off to stay alive, 2-2 again.
For the Harbor Hawks, going to be Aaron Meshulam up and going. Oh, both guys up. It'll be Aaron Meshulam as well as Jacob Moore.
Reitz shaking off West. Gets a sign he likes on the 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. And the leadoff hitter will start the 5th inning on first base.
95 high and tight to the left-hander. And you see it a lot of times, 3-2, 2-2, a big pitch. You'll see even a fake shake from the catcher. Just, it just gets the hitter thinking just one step more of what could be coming. And so if you do a shake and then you throw a fastball, that's usually the routine. And that could be what happened there with that fastball just missing up and in.
Kevin Gallagher out of UNC Chapel Hill was the most outstanding player of that Chapel Hill regional. Ended up getting knocked out later on. That was by Florida State, right, Nico? UNC was knocked out by Florida State in Omaha.
Yes, that's what it was. That was a great matchup, and I mean, so you get to talk about all the big names in that game and a great ACC matchup.
Few of them in this game.
Few of them in this game, and then a few of them that are hoping to hear their name called here this evening as we just passed the 7 o'clock hour, and draft time is very much upon us for the MLB, and many players that have touched the field in the Cape Cod Baseball League looking to hear their name called. A teammate of Gallagher, Vance Honeycutt, should hear his name here in this first round as well.
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about the Florida State players as well. James Tibbs will almost certainly be a top 15 pick. Cam Smith as well. Tibbs, a member of the Brewster Whitecaps. Cam Smith, of course, the Harbor Hawk last season as Gallagher goes down swinging.
And then if we're going to keep talking about these Cape Cod players, not two names that are not too bad in Travis Bazanda, Charlie Condon, going to be most likely the first 2 picks that go in this first round. 2 guys who have found themselves on the Cape in recent years.
It really is an impressive college prospect draft. It's when you get the Cape League guys, when we get most excited to hear those names.
And when you look at the top 5 projected first picks right now, 4 of them will have played on Cape Cod at least last summer.
Ground ball left side. Bargo fields onto second for 1. First, it's a double play. 5-4-3, and 2 very strong throws to get the job done and get Jason Reitz through the 5th inning. And that was just a really nice play by Bargo to throw to second for Mason White, who was able to make the very strong throw over to first base for the double play. Before we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, we've got Matt Coates standing by with more.
Guys, massive day today in the world of baseball. Starting right around now, 7 o'clock, the 2024 MLB Draft. Perfect timing, guys. And it's even bigger day for the Cape Cod Baseball League, because we are about to see so many Cape Cod Baseball League alumni drafted just in a short few hours, including some Hyannis Harbor Hawks who could hopefully hear their name called tonight. Tonight, we're excited to see some Harbor Hawks hopefully make their dreams come true. Included in that mix, Cam Smith, third baseman out of Florida State University. Cam hit .387 with the Seminoles this past season, helping lead them to finish in the semifinals in Omaha. Another guy we could see, Mike Sirota, an outfielder out of Northeastern. The Huskies set 2 school records when he was there, including most walks in the season and runs scored in the season. Another guy we could see is a national championship, Billy Amick for the Tennessee Volunteers after transferring in from Clemson. Billy was an amazing player, OPSing over 1,000 this past year en route to winning the national championship. His teammate in college, Christian Moore, another Tennessee Volunteer who excelled in the summer of 2022 for the Harbor Hawks, hit .375 with a 1,200 OPS this year. That fantastic college career for Moore will likely propel him to be a first-round pick. Best of luck to these Harbor Hawks and all Cape Cod Baseball League players in this draft.
Thank you, Matt Coates. Great to hear all those names again. A lot of, some of the best Harbor Hawks we've ever seen. I mean, Cam Smith, certainly one of the best Harbor Hawks ever, was college prospect of the season last year on the Cape, was certainly in the running for MVP of the league. And, I mean, if we don't hear his name called in the top 15, 20 even, I'd be shocked. Cannon Peebles, a teammate of 2 of those guys, up at the plate right now at Tennessee. 0-1, a hard ground ball. Martinez fields it on 1 hop and steps on the bag himself to get the first out for Justin Lee, who's the new pitcher for the Red Sox.
Justin Lee's a sophomore from Los Angeles, California, stayed in his home state for the spring season from UCLA. And this guy's been a workhorse for them thus far. This is his 6th appearance, all coming out of the bullpen. 10 2/3 innings pitched for him. 13-6 strikeout ratio. 4.15 ERA. It's a guy who used up a lot of innings in this middle third.
And the first pitch swinging for Jackson West is another hard ground ball to the right side for round number 2.
For Hyannis so far today, they've been attacking early in counts. And against Lee, staying true to their method right now. But for Lee, already has 2 outs pocketed in just under 2 pitches.
Josh Tate, the man who had the first hit of the day for the Harbor Hawks, up at the plate now.
And Lee is picked up right where Braden Osbolt left off. Osbolt's official line, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs allowed, 2 strikeouts to just 1 walk.
And he looked the part as well. I mean, commanding the zone well. Harbor Hawks worked some nice at-bats on him, and ultimately what chased him from the game, probably that pitch count, but he really kept it low for the most part. High fly ball, home run in an elevator shaft, as Phoenix Call will wait and make the play for the third out of the inning. Nobody can scratch across a run just yet. You're watching the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Top of the 6th inning, a new pitcher for Hyannis, Nico.
It's going to be Jacob Moore, number 23, the redshirt sophomore from Tulane. You see his numbers here. 6.2 thirds, innings pitched, 9 strikeouts with 3 walks. ERA, a little over 8, and he's going to be a sinker slider guy, another guy who hides the ball well, keeps the ball at his ears right before delivery. And he comes in for his 5th appearance of the summer.
And he'll face the top of the order for the Red Sox. R.J. Austin leading off. Austin 0 for 2 on the day so far. He was swinging on the first pitch of the game when Dalton Bargo made a beautiful play over at the hot corner, losing the glove. And the very next play, Alex Lodis made a jump throw deep in the 6th hole. So R.J. Austin has had some at-bats today that have been memorable.
Memorable at-bats. And for Jason Reitz, it's also going to be a memorable start for him, which is his last start of the summer. Went 5 innings, only gave up 2 hits, walked 3, struck out 4. Has done a good job.
See another dog there, and I think he noticed the camera on him. He's getting up for us.
Yeah, I think someone texted him, letting him know, hey, you're on camera, buddy. Let's wake up a little bit. And, you saw him pop right up there.
R.J. Austin swings and misses at the first pitch. Another foul ball for Austin. R.J. Austin was a Team USA member this summer. And since he's come back to the Cape, he's been very good. 364 and just 25 plate appearances. Already 8 hits. Ball gets away from Jackson West. He'll throw it back.
And we saw it for Justin Lee coming out of the bullpen and getting a 1-2-3 inning. It's going to be the passing of the torch from the bullpen when these stars have done a great job so far.
Line drive foul down the left field line.
And for Moore, trying to be ahead here, doing a good job of getting himself in front of the count early.
R.J. Austin, nice take there at the top of the zone. Austin has a very athletic family. His father Reggie played for the Chicago Bears in the early 2000s, played there for 4 years. His cousin Jay Austin played for the Houston Astros. As Austin pops one up, Jacob Moore the closest one to it. No, actually, it's Dalton Bargo who will track it down and make the play with the basket catch.
And that play is going to be tougher than you think. That ball is a straight-up pop-up. That ball is spinning. Going to have a lot of tail work itself towards the field. It's a great job from Bargo, staying behind it, trusting his eyes, because a lot of players, you'll run straight to the ball, and when you're under it, that ball is going to make a V shape and come down in a completely different spot. So great job from Bargo to stay behind it.
It doesn't get any easier here for Moore. He's got to go up against Carmichael.
And Easton Carmichael, we talked about him earlier, catching today. Big swing and a miss on the slider.
Yeah, Jacob Moore's slider, it's very tight, a lot of break, moving from right to left, and he's had a lot of success with it. He uses that sinker in behind it, and he has a good two-pitch mix guy.
Another swing and a miss. Fooled by the slider again.
That's a great slider moving left to right in on Carmichael. Has him trying to go extend out the zone, and it's a great pitch that was flirting with the zone the entire way.
Carmichael had a fantastic start to the season, hitting .340 in his first 50 at-bats, but has since cooled off down to .265, still has 4 homers. Stays alive, just grabbing a piece of it.
And I really like the way he's attacked Easton Carmichael here, and this is a guy, again, we've seen him. He swings the bat really well, and if you leave it middle, he will take advantage. So he's worked nice sliders low and away, keeping away from him, and after the first 2 sliders low in the zone, sinker fastball up in the zone, then went back down with the slider. So far, keeping Carmichael off balance. There are a lot of bubbles just floating around, and they're making its way around McKeon Park, and can't see the culprit. Haven't seen who's blowing the bubbles around here, but there's been a bunch just floating around.
They're big bubbles, too. This one, as that one grounded up the middle, it's going to be a tough play for Mason White. Ranging, throwing, not in time. Easton Carmichael beats it out, but Mason White with a nice effort.
While he doesn't be able to get the out, it's a great play from Mason White to do a great job of being able to go out, range over to go make the play. Does a good job being able to get the out, get the Harbor Hawks an out away and a double play away.
First pitch in there for a strike. Anthony Martinez with 1 out. Oh, 1 check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's a great back foot slider so far for Jacob Moore. That slider's been working for him. It has a lot of late break, and it's been appealing to the eyes to these YD Red Sox hitters, and that one just breaking very last minute. It's a great pitch. It's working for him really well so far.
Line drive right at Tatalo. He'll step on first to get the final out of the inning. Running on the play was Carmichael, so he was doubled off easily, and that is the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning, still looking for a run.
You need to be seen for a minor illness or injury. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Back here, bottom of the 6th inning, we've got Josie Broyles standing by with more.
Little bit of an interesting game here tonight at McKeon. We have no runs on the board for either team, and we're just not seeing the success that the Hawks usually can bring out on the plate tonight. I was actually able to talk to Coach Sean Riley before this to get his opinion on the Bourne game, and he kind of said that the second half of that one game kind of exposed them a little bit, especially with the strong pitchers on their opposing side of the team, and it's kind of seen similar habits in tonight's game. But YD's always been a really good competitor for the Hawks, so we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thank you, Josie. It is certainly a storied matchup between these two teams in the YD Red Sox and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. They have been both very strong so far this season. As Groves powers one into deep center field, it's going to be a long run for Burris, and he's not going to get there. It will one-hop the wall, and Nick Groves has himself a stand-up double.
Nick Groves gets all of that baseball, 94 miles an hour off the bat, carrying that 371 yards beyond the place of Burris, and he gets on for the leadoff man here. The bottom of the 6th for Hyannis. It's a great piece of hitting by Nick Groves, and now with the runner in scoring position, Hyannis has the opportunity to try and go strike first.
So Kane Kepley up with nobody out. We'll see if the bunt gets put on. There he goes squaring as the ball gets past Carmichael and hits home plate umpire Joseph Carrico, likely keeping Groves at second.
And with Kepley's speed, he could put a bunt down and get himself a hit as well. It's not that uncommon for him with his speed that he could be able to go get it.
One 1-0 to Kepley, and it's a pickoff to second base. Kepley did not square to bunt that time, at least not yet.
And the first pick of the 2024 MLB draft has gone through, and it is going to be a Cape Cod member in Travis Bazana going first pick, a Falmouth Commodore last year in 2023, and he's found himself being the first pick going with the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, cool to see Cape Leaguer be the first overall pick. It is, what is that, the 6th Cape Leaguer in the past 7 years to go first overall. Paul Skeens last year was a member of the Wareham Gatemen, but that was before he was the Paul Skeens we all know now. That was him coming off of a year at Air Force where he was a catcher. There you see, look at one of those massive bubbles floating right over the field.
It's a trio right there, it looks like. We got a triple dipper.
Great camera shot there.
And that ball is making its way out to the outfield. Could it go?
I think it's hard to tell, but it looks like it's floating just over shortstop.
We'll see if it gets down. Ball seems to be staying in the air there a little bit. We'll see if that one touches grass.
And by the way, the fog has pretty much completely passed at this point. It's been an interesting weather evening.
Uh-oh, here we go.
There's the bubble.
It's working its way down to left center field.
And we have touchdown. 2-1 to Kepley, grounded right side. It'll get the job done. Groves moves to third base, and Kepley is retired.
And that does just the job of what a bunt would have done in that situation. It allows Groves to be able to move over to third quickly. And now you go to Alex Lodis, who's broken out the Skittles like you talked about, Josh, and trying to get in. This would be a big RBI for him and a big RBI for both teams, as they've shown no signs of stopping on the mound.
The infield is in for YD. Everyone with their toes on the grass. First pitch breaking ball to Lodis, buckles him as he waves a bubble out of the way.
It's the bottom of the 6th, still 0-0. They know how important each run will be as the Red Sox have all toes on the grass.
Lodis pops one up. Will it be deep enough? Groves is tagging, and he will not end up running, as it is a perfect throw into Carmichael at home. So the Hawks can't get the job done with 1 out, and that will bring up Dalton Bargo to try to do it with 2.
And we'll keep you updated with this MLB draft. The second pick, Cincinnati Reds have taken Chase Burns, the right-hander from Wake Forest.
You talk about gas. Chase Burns has straight velo. He is a really solid pitcher that commands the zone well.
Yeah, he's absolutely electric. I mean, he's got electric stuff, and then just an electric guy on the mound, has so much energy, and he's just a fireball. You know, high 90s, reaches hundreds, electric guy. He has that curveball that has so much break and moves so much vertically. Just such a fun guy to watch, and some guy you can't keep your eyes off of. I mean, he's got so much energy. Your eyes just gravitate towards his electric fastball, and again, a fun guy to watch.
Dalton Bargo at the plate right now, 1-1 with 2 outs. He is struggled a bit today. 0 for 2, a ground ball to the pitcher and a strikeout. One is a strike.
Cincinnati Reds going with another flamethrower. Got Hunter Green a couple years ago, and they love their velo right-handers. Infield back for the YD Red Sox. Another pull side lefty in Dalton Bargo.
2-2 to Bargo. He takes it for a ball. 3-2 now.
For Hyannis in 3-2 counts, batting 188 with 62 walks to 41 strikeouts. For Hyannis, this has been the closest they've had a runner all day today.
And strike 3 looking. Dalton Bargo not happy with the call, but Justin Lee placed it perfectly. He gets out of the jam with a runner on third and 1 out. And we'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Still scoreless on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Top of the 7th inning, it has been a pitcher's duel to say the least. Jason Reitz going 5 scoreless. Braden Osbolt going 4, and then Justin Lee has picked up where he left off with 2 scoreless of his own. So Drew Burris will come to the plate to face Jacob Moore.
And for both these two teams, they're just looking for that big hit when they got a runner in scoring position. Both teams have somewhat fell quiet when they've been knocking on the door. For Hyannis, who was that last half inning, you had Nick Rose at third and couldn't really do anything with him. And that'll be an opportunity if you lose by 1 run you look back on, wishing you were able to get him across.
Ball down to Burris. Burris, a guy who is very likely to get his name called in a future draft very early. Just a freshman this season. He'll have a 2-1 count coming up. Popped up, foul territory, and it will get out of play. Jackson West gives it a look.
Jacob Moore so far has his better stuff. We've seen him show glimpses of what he can do, and we're seeing it here. He's really working ahead against these YD Red Sox, and so far his sinker and slider are both working in unison.
Another foul ball for Burris. Burris has walked today, but then got picked off on first base to end the 5th inning. Actually, I believe that was the 4th inning, but just being a little bit too aggressive against Jason Reitz.
For Jason Reitz, had 2 pickoffs in 1 game. One of those stats that you don't see often coming in 1 game, let alone 2 in 1.
Popped up by Burris. Mason White under it to make the first out. Ethan Petrie got under a pitch his last time up, hit a long fly ball to left field, but Josh Tate able to track it down before reaching the wall.
Petrie both times has been flew out to Kane Kepley in center field.
Certainly hits the ball in the air with the best of them. 21 home runs in his collegiate season.
And we do have your 3 and 4 picks in this MLB draft. Number 3, another Cape Cod member, another Falmouth Commoner from 2023.
Petrie popped up foul out of play.
It's going to be Charlie Condon out of Georgia making his way in the 3rd pick. And a quick back-to-back pick. It's going to be Nick Kurtz out of Wake Forest. 2 Wake Forest guys gone. 4th pick with the A's will be Nick Kurtz. That just speaks to the talent of the ACC this year, and we see it on the field here. Got 2 Florida State Seminoles on the field for us, and they talked about how great the ACC was this summer. And then Josh, Lodi's talked about how the competition that he's seen here, and I don't want to spoil it. You have to go check out the segment tomorrow morning with Josh and Lodi's. Gives you a really good breakdown of the ACC versus here matchups and how good the competition has been.
Petrie works the walk, and I don't know about you guys, but I think maybe part of the reason why 2 Wake Forest guys went higher than they were expected is how good their social media team made them look. I mean, I think we've watched those videos. That's my recommendation. If you have some free time, go to the Wake Baseball and see some of the videos they've made. They're pretty cool. Now, they don't stack up with Max and Hagen, our videographers here, but they're pretty close.
But when it comes to collegiate social media teams, that Wake Forest social media, I mean, there's been some videos I can say I've watched probably about 600 times on. I mean, I'm getting a look from Jacob Barnes right now, but I have to show you, and it's so cool. And even the Florida State, we saw a couple videos with Jackson West, and Lodis, Cam Smith, Jamie Arnold, a bunch of Harbor Hawks on the Florida State social media team. So both those teams getting represented well, both on the field and in the social media team.
Yeah, I have heard that they get their inspiration from Max, the videographer for Hyannis.
Of course, Max.
I believe that.
Max
Best
Conway
in the business.
is, I think, maybe the best videographer out there in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now. The amount of work he puts in, even like yesterday, produced a fabulous video for the team with Zach Bryan on the background of it. Just always, even when he's not at a field shooting video, he's back home behind his computer editing, syncing up all these shots, because it takes so much to be out of so much film he takes to try and figure out what is going to go where to make it look the best.
When you talk about looking the best, Jacob Moore has looked the best he's looked this summer, and he's shown glimpses, but he's really attacking the zone well, and his sinker is having a lot of movement tonight.
That time you see the high fastball. Phoenix call chasing. Call powers one to left field off the end of the bat, though, and Josh Tate will make the catch sprinting in for the second out.
Off the bat, it looked like that one was going to carry beyond the left field wall, but got into the ether and hung up there for a little bit, and Josh Tate had to come sprinting in as it just died in the air and didn't really carry too much to it.
So Mitch Carricker will take the walk to the mound, grab the ball from Jacob Moore, and we'll have a pitching change. When we come back, you're watching Hyannis Harbor Hawks baseball on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Top of the seventh inning, still pitching change for the Harbor Hawks. It's Aaron Meshulam who will take the bump.
This will be Aaron Meshulam's fifth time on the mound for the Harbor Hawks. So far, 6 2/3 innings pitched. Opponent's batting average 182, doing a great job so far. And he's going to be a high fastball guy, tall, 6'3", right-hander from Michigan State. A graduate student, and he's going to look. So now the baton's being passed once again. We're into the third leg of this race for the Harbor Hawks in their bullpen, and it's been 0 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, completely identical to the YD Red Sox.
And for how these two teams stack up, feels like one missed pitch, especially how late the game is, could be the difference in this one. 0-0 ball game. Between the two teams, only 6 hits, each team having 3 apiece. And it just takes one pitch to miss in the zone to change the entire dynamic of this game. So every time you make that call to the bullpen here, got to stay confident and stay ahead in your counts and understanding how crucial every moment is down the rest of the game.
I think that's especially true for the Hyannis pitching staff because YD leads the Cape League in home runs. It's a real sentiment that with one bad pitch, the game could be over as Chirello gets hit by the pitch. And not the way Meshulam wanted to start.
Yeah, you talked about it. It's every single run's going to matter. It's such a big situation. Late in the ball game here in the top of the 7th, not much room for error. And Meshulam comes in a tough spot. He has no time to really get fitted into this game. He's going to have to come in here and he's going to have to go right at these Red Sox hitters.
Gavin Gallagher with a runner in scoring position, another runner on first base.
And part of what allows Meshulam here to have a little bit of comfortability, has 2 outs, just needs to find that last out here.
Catches the inside corner.
And just wanted to keep you guys here. You know, no need to look on the draft. The 5th pick for the Chicago White Sox. 2 of the best pitchers in the draft are now gone. Hagen Smith out of Arkansas with the 5th pick to the White Sox.
As that one popped up, shallow right field. It will get down. Rounding third and coming in to score is Ethan Petrie. The throw a little bit high to Jackson West, who comes up wincing. And YD does break the deadlock. It's 1-0.
It's a nice handsy hit by Gallagher to get it out of the reach of Talo and White and drop it in front of Groves. And with Petrie being aggressive here, they're going to send him with 2 outs. And he's able to go sliding in. It was just a high throw from Groves into the plate. Ow. The Red Sox got another in scoring in Chirello.
Sprock grounded into a double play his last time up. We'll face Meshulam here with 2 outs. Got RJ Austin and the top of the order on deck. Sprock holds up again, 2-0.
It's going to be a big moment here. Still a runner on third base. Damage still could be done for the Red Sox.
Sprock out of Elon, a two-way player. Primarily as a hitter, though. Hit 300 with 8 homers, 42 RBIs.
And even though there's only been a few runners on, this has been the longest half inning. You see Justin Lee in the bullpen getting hot once again.
Former Meshulam here. He's got to try and get a payoff, not to load it.
Big pitch from Meshulam is outside. Sprock did not go on the appeal. And the bases will be loaded now for RJ Austin.
RJ Austin's the guy who can swing it well. He's at the top of the lineup for a reason, hitting .320 so far this summer. And it's one of those guys you got to keep around. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Meshulam, this not getting any easier as the lineup will flip over.
So bases loaded, 2 outs, a 1-run game. With a swing of the bat, R.J. Austin can change that drastically. Not typically a power hitter. As we'll have a pinch runner at first base. Not every day you see a pinch runner as the third runner on when you have the lead. Pinch runner is Will Tippett from South Carolina. Will Tippett, excuse me. R.J. Austin looks at the breaking ball strike.
That's a big pitch from Meshulam to get up ahead in the count. You have a guy in R.J. Austin swinging it well. You can't allow to the first pitch to get a ball and work behind.
One of those pitches that he then deals to try and go see how far he can reach outside the zone there to go up against the righty on the 1-1.
Strike 2. R.J. Austin not happy with the call.
It's a great shot from Meshulam. Working corners. They're not going to allow one to be set up middle. R.J. Austin will have to go to his 2-strike approach.
Chokes up on the bat slightly. Meshulam deals just outside.
Meshulam has Austin thought about it for a quick second, then pulled back his hands in time.
Two, another ball. 3-2, no place to put the Commodore.
And here we go. This is the game right here. 1-0 ball game. Runners going to be put in motion. A base hit scores at least 2, maybe even 3, depending on where the placement is. And here comes your ball game right here.
The full count. Down low, ball 4. R.J. Austin works an RBI walk. And it's 2-0 Red Sox.
And that is just great plate discipline. It's great play discipline from R.J. Austin. A big moment there. It's easy to get excited and want to be the hero of the game. You see the capes around McKeon Park. You want to be the hero yourself. You want to have the big swing, the double, grand slam. You want to have that moment. But it's a great job, R.J. Austin, not extending the zone, not trying to do too much that's not given to him. Takes the pitch down, the breaking ball 88 down in the zone. It's a great job. Stay within himself. Get the RBI from the walk.
Chop foul from Easton Carmichael. Similar situation for him now with the bases loaded. Can provide quite a bit of insurance. The 0-1 from Meshulam in there for a strike. 0-2.
For Meshulam here, just gets himself ahead at an 0-2, trying to put out that last out, AB out of the reach.
In there, strike 3. Aaron Meshulam, a 3-pitch strikeout. And he gets Carmichael looking. But YD ends the scoreless drought. They score 2 in the top of the 7th. And we'll head to the bottom of the inning. YD up 2-0.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Join the Hyannis Harbor Hawks players and coaches for movie night at McKeon Park tomorrow, July 15th at 8 p.m. Bring blankets and chairs and take a seat in the McKeon Park outfield to watch a movie under the light. Meet your favorite Harbor Hawks as well as interns, and you can enjoy food and a good time. That's July 15th tomorrow at 8 p.m. for movie night at McKeon Park.
Bottom of the 7th inning. The Hawks now playing from behind. And Michael DiTallo, who does have a hit today already, is up at the plate against Justin Lee, still in there.
For Hyannis, I have a feeling at this moment you got to go try and at least grab one in response of the two that YD was able to put up. They have the heart of their lineup in DiTallo, White, and Peebles to try and create something off their bat.
Just want to update you guys really quick. Jack Caglione from the Florida Gators is gone off the draft and going to the St. Louis Cardinals. 2023 Chatham Angler JJ Weatherholt is off the board and heading to St. Louis.
Weatherholt, a very good up-the-middle player in the Big 12.
There goes another Cape Cod.
Another one, yeah. DiTallo, right side, out of the diving reach of Anthony Martinez, and DiTallo has a multi-hit game.
It's a great piece of hitting there by DiTallo, with Gallagher in that spot moving closer to that second base back, doing a good job of opening up that gap that he's able to sneak one by Martinez for.
So let's look around the league real quick. Brewster leading Falmouth. Wareham leading Harwich 4-3. Catuit is up on Bourne 3-1. And Orleans winning a pitcher's duel in Chatham right now. They are up 1-0. Mason White looks at a pitch at the knees for strike one.
Mason White, that big swing out of that left-hander's batter's box. This game could be tied here any moment.
The 0-1 to White is fouled straight back. Mason White has had an up and down start to his Cape League season. The average not quite there, but the power certainly has been. Has 2 homers so far, a lot of loud contact, and some big timely hits for the Hawks. One, two outside.
Justin Lee's fastball going to be sit low to mid 90s. Got a lot of arm side to run. Has a great breaking ball in behind it. True 12-6 movement. And you just saw right there. Also has a slider. Moves more right to left, but he's got a straight over the top arm action. Kind of looks like Justin Verlander. Hands that start down low. Hands and feet come straight up together. Very vertical and a very over the top arm action. Makes that 12-6 curveball that much better.
There goes DeTalo on the pitch. It's popped up in foul territory. Carmichael should have space. He does, tossing the mask away for out number 1.
Got to give credit to Gallagher, who makes the move all the way over to third as Tippett comes in to play the second base position off that pinch run the last half inning. Comes in sprinting from third base to come provide some backup to Carmichael, but he doesn't need it.
So Cannon Peebles still looking for his first hit as a Harbor Hawk. Picked to first base, not in time. Actually, Peebles does have a hit, 1 for 5 on the season. A run scored as well, and an RBI. First pitch to him just misses.
And not too much traffic for Justin Lee so far, but it's going to be number 2, Ivan Cabral, the junior from Northeastern. Getting hot in the bullpen for the Red Sox.
1-0 to Peebles, misses away. Jackson West on deck for Hyannis. Starting catcher today, Cannon Peebles, typically a catcher, but DHing today. Peebles a national champion with the Volunteers this year. Two-one just misses.
And for Peebles, started the summer with Katuitt, got released, Hyannis picked him up. A little bit of need of depth at the catcher position, and so far since his pickup's been in the lineup consistently.
Cannon Peebles works the walk on the 3-1 pitch, so now bases. It will be runners on first and second for Jackson West.
It's a big moment here, and it's going to be a left-handed heavy lineup this part of the order. See Mason White lefty, Peebles lefty, West lefty. You have the right-hander Josh Tate, but then back to a lefty with Nick Groves, then Kane Kepley.
So we will have a new pitcher coming in for the Harbor Hawks. We'll tell you all about him after the break.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Ivan Cabral, the new pitcher for the YD Red Sox, is into the game with runners on first and second base.
This is a guy for Northeastern who was a starter and also came out of the bullpen, split it pretty evenly. 42 innings pitched this past spring, but when you took a look at his numbers here on the Cape Cod so far, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, only 2 walks, and in 10 2/3 innings, ERA of .84, only allowing 1 run to come across in his 4 appearances so far this summer. This has been a guy who's been absolutely dominant and been one of the later inning guys for the Red Sox.
And a local guy, too, out of Lynn, Massachusetts, coming to the Cape for the summer, and he has more than delivered for the Red Sox. Been a big reason why they are the top of the East. Need those lockdown relievers, and he has been that and more. And he'll face the left-hander, Jackson West, who's looking for, his first signature moment for the Harbor Hawks.
And this could be it for Hyannis. They're looking to try and tie the ball game back up after YD was able to get 2 in the top of the 7th. Big opportunity for them at this spot.
So 1 out. Cannon Peebles on first, Michael DiTallo on second. Jackson West, the go-ahead run. Can see Phoenix Call working on DiTallo, keeping him honest at second base, as Easton Carmichael didn't like something, so he's going to go out to the mound after the second pitch is a ball at the feet.
We talked about Aaron Meshulam coming in and not having any time to really get used to into this game. It's going to be the same thing here for Avon Cabral. Comes in a really big moment. You have the tying run at first base. It's going to be a big matchup.
Justin Lee responsible for the runners on first and second base. The 1-1 count to West. Inside 2-1. How important is it, Nico, to pitch in on really good hitters in general?
And you come in and you face the best hitters, out of the entire country. They come in big moments here. It's going to be so important to not allow them to get in hitters' counts, because you see swings like that. Jackson West, big swing, 2-1 there. Great job from Cabral to break a slider, because that's a fastball. That ball's in the gap from Jackson West. So if you let these guys get their A swings off and you're working behind the count, then you're giving these guys who don't need it already, you're giving them the advantage.
So back in a pitcher's count, 2-2. Cabral will step off the back of the rubber as the pitch clock was winding down. Two with 1 out. Pitch to West is popped up. It will stay on the infield. Infield fly rule is called, and Phoenix Call will bring it in for the second out.
It's a great job from Cabral to bear down. Again, you have a great hitter in Jackson West. Runner in scoring position at second base. That tying run once again at first. Big moment. Able to get the infield fly out. No runners move around. It's a great job to bear down here. Still not out of danger with Josh Tate up, but it's a great job to get 2 outs.
Mentioned Josh Tate has a hit today, right back up the middle. Could use one of those right now. And there it is. But it may have gotten a piece of Cabral slowing down. Tate will beat it out at first base. And the bases are now loaded for Nick Groves with 2 outs.
That's the speed of Josh Tate. We talked about earlier on the base pass, but to get to the base pass, you got to get to first base, and that's the speed right there. Very close play, but Josh Tate able to work the hard 90 and beats it by a step.
And now it brings up Nick Groves. So far at home this summer, batting .519.
And we will have a pinch runner at second. Cannon Peebles will come out. Casey Hintz will come in. That is the designated hitter spot. And Casey Hintz will be the tying run. He's at second base, obviously. Josh Tate, the go-ahead run at first, and Michael DiTallo at third, although with 2 outs, not really a situation where you can sacrifice him home.
And for Groves, he talked about it. Having this pressure, it's a privilege, and right now the pressure's on him to try and deliver with bases loaded for the Harbor Hawks, trying to tie this one up. Late in the bottom of the 7th.
First pitch, strike to Groves. Groves has come through in so many spots for the Harbor Hawks this season. Whether it be working a walk, making a defensive play, a base hit, he's been there. 0-1 is a strike, and Cabral ahead in the count 0-2.
It's a great job from Cabral. Get ahead in the count. Nick Groves, good with 2 strikes, very handsy hitter in the left-handed batter's box, and this is a really big moment here. Great job from Cabral to work ahead.
0-2 to Groves. Grounded foul right side, just to the right of first base.
And a good job by Groves there, shortening up on his swing, fending off a pitch, getting it into play, understanding how big this moment is for Hyannis.
Hawks looking for some magic. Gave up 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning. The 2 runs, the only run scored today. 0-2 again in the dirt, 1-2.
Good hold by Groves. There's a big opening right now between Burris and Torello. Center right field gap. With Tippett playing a couple steps closer over to the first base bag.
1-2 outside. Yeah, there's a good point, Irons, but not only that, in the infield, there is a lot of room up the middle as Tippett is trying to get into that first base, second base hole. Groves capable of hitting to all fields. 2-2. Looked at, just missed. Easton Carmichael and the entire Whitey defense took a step towards the dugout.
That is a high IQ take there by Nick Groves. A tight take in the outer part of the plate. We saw it in the last half inning. There's no place to put Groves with bases loaded.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners are moving. Pitch is outside, ball 4. The ball gets away from Carmichael, but not far enough for Casey Hintz to go home. Michael DiTallo scores, and it's a 1-run ball game.
Completely different ball game here. The Harbor Hawks cut the lead in half, and again, that's 2 innings where the Red Sox scored on the walk. Harbor Hawks come back and do the same thing, not extending the zone. Nick Groves down 0-2 in the count. Had it choked up, hit some tough foul balls, hit a couple of pitches, worked the count, worked it back into a walk in a big situation.
So now you've got the tying run on third base. The speed of Casey Hintz with 2 outs. Kane Kepley, the leadoff hitter, is up at the plate now. And he lines the ball into deep right field. Going back on it is Torello. It's over his head. 1 run scores. Tate will score as well. Here comes Groves. It's a bases clearing go-ahead double for Kane Kepley.
Kane Kepley delivers when you need him the most, and getting all of that one getting it right to the gap we talked about, out of the reach of Torello, deep into the hole. And with Kepley's speed and the speed that's on the base pass, it's an easy double for him. And with Nick Groves standing over at first and his speed and his aggressive nature with Mitch Carricker at the third base box, they're going to send him in. It changes the entire dynamic of this one for Hyannis, down 2, now up 2.
Kane Kepley has been hot recently. You know, he was getting on base the whole time throughout the season, but the hits have started to pile on, and he jumped the first pitch knowing that, you know, the scouting report on him is that he is going to take his pitches. Big spot, swinging on the first one, and he drilled it. Did not miss.
94 miles an hour off the bat for Kane Kepley. It was in a rush to get into the outfield.
All Torello could do was show that glove as it went over his head. So Alex Lodis now, 4-2 Harbor Hawks, trying to get some insurance. 1-1 fouled back. All of the runs have scored with 2 outs. We've talked about how good Hyannis has been with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this season.
Yeah, we see it right there. That's a big-time swing from Kepley, and it's all thanks to Groves working back from the 0-2 count. I mean, what a swing from Kane Kepley.
1-2 to Lodi's fouled off. Stays alive. Kane Kepley leads off second base. Alex Lodi's the number 2 hitter today at the plate. The 1-2. Beautiful take by Lodi's. Hyannis second in average with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this season. 2-2 fouled off out of play.
And it's those 2 strike swings from the Harbor Hawks. They're going to go unnoticed later in the game. After the game, you don't think, oh, that's a great 0-2 foul off there. But Lodis able to extend the AB, and because that's a great pitcher's pitch from Cabral, and to be able to put that foul ball over the first base dugout, now you get a chance to get a pitch that you can handle.
The 2-2, swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Easton Carmichael. So Lodis does go down swinging. But it was this 3-run double from Kane Kepley that put Hyannis out in front. They lead 4-2 going into the top of the 8th inning.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Well, we've had our first Harbor Hawk off the board, Jacob Irons.
Christian Moore, the 2022 Hyannis Harbor Hawk, going to the Los Angeles Angels in the first round for the 8th pick. Big day for him and big day for everyone involved in his life, getting his name called, and just continue to show where the stars of tomorrow shine tonight. Reed Mooring now takes the mound, trying to star for Hyannis here with a 2-run lead.
Comes in, Harbor Hawks doing the work on the front end. Let's see if Reed Mooring can put a couple zeros up for the Harbor Hawks on the back end. So far, 2 innings under his belt, only 3 innings pitched. This guy who's going to go 1-1-1 every single game. We'll see if he gets extended into this one. So far has a 6 ERA, 3 strikeouts, no walks. not giving any free passes up, which is so big in these late matchups.
And Mooring out of UC Santa Barbara, a sophomore this past season, looking to keep the middle of the order for the Red Sox in check with a 2-run lead.
So it was the Los Angeles Angels picking up Christian Moore, Connor Griffin to the Pirates, and the 9th pick from Jackson Prep High School. Then another Cape Cod baseball player in Seaver King heading to Washington Nationals with the number 10 overall pick. 2023, played with the Harwich Mariners. It's another Cape Cod guy off the board who had a lot of talent and a lot of energy for that Wake Forest team. And it's going to be Bryce Rayner, who just went another player out of high school with the 11th pick.
And just talking about Christian Moore, what fun he was to watch this past College World Series. I mean, he was about as dominant as a player can get on the baseball field. Obviously a huge team sport, as now the Red Sox take another Cape Leaguer off the board. It's Braden Montgomery, who played for the YD Red Sox last season.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to change the wardrobe.
No.
Already got a little bit of the Red Sox gear in his closet. Congrats to him, and congrats to the YD Red Sox organization as well.
So fans of both teams can come out happy so far in the draft, as Anthony Martinez rockets one foul.
It is actually kind of insane how many players that have gone already. We've only seen 12 picks now, and how many players have played this Cape Cod Baseball League. It is so special to be able to watch these players day in and day out.
Just the more reason to come to a Cape League game. Especially a whole lot of Red Sox fans in the area, of course, being in Massachusetts. You could have seen Braden Montgomery playing for free last summer.
Won't be paying for free very much anymore. That is going to be a big name, and it's going to be exciting to watch his progress through the minor leagues.
One-two to Martinez, swing and a miss, a nasty changeup down in the zone. Martinez shaking his head as he walks back to the dugout.
And that is just a disgusting pitch from Reed Mooring. I mean, he's been a guy who's been fun to watch for the Harbor Hawks as well. Again, another guy coming out of the bullpen showing great glimpses of his ability and his pitch arsenal. And we talked about it with Meshulam. He comes in a big moment. Now having a 2-run lead in behind him, but you go up against a very tough YD Red Sox lineup.
Drew Burris at the plate now with 1 strike on him. Burris certainly capable of putting up a run himself with a swing of the bat.
And that's what made that Nick Groves run so crucial to extend it beyond a one-swing ball game, in the fact of having the lone batter be that run is huge. It requires a little more extra effort for the Red Sox.
And we talked about that. Something's going to get thrown under the rug a little bit. If this game were to stand 4-2 victory, it's going to be the Kane Kepley double and his walk. But he was down 0-2 in that count.
Yeah.
If he kind of zones out or strikes out on a tough pitch, then that's the inning, and the Harbor Hawks are still down 2 runs.
Hard one hopper to the shortstop. Lodis firing across the diamond for the second out of the inning. Drew Burris will head back to the dugout.
And for Reed Mooring, come in and has done the job. He's been necessary. And so for him, that's what Hyannis was looking for when they brought Reed on. They wanted an individual that they could trust in big situations. And almost the setup man is how I've described Reed Mooring's role so far in his summer with the Harbor Hawks, coming in that 8th inning, trying to set them up for the win.
Pitch outside to Petrie. Nobody warming in the Hawks bullpen right now. This is Mooring's inning. Pitch inside. Petrie lifts the hands out of the way. Petrie looks at a big breaker up in the zone. Phoenix call is on deck. If Petrie walks, he'll be the game-tying run. 3-0 inside, nearly hits Petrie, and there we go. It's up to Phoenix call in the top of the 8th.
The first free pass that Reed Mooring has allowed this season.
First pitch coming to call. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, 1 line drive just over the reaching glove of Alex Lodi's. The throw will come in to nobody, and Phoenix call will reach second. So the tying run now in scoring position for the Red Sox.
Changes the entire dynamic here. It's a one swing away from tying the ball game. YD is bringing up Torello, who already has a double on the day, had it back in the second. It is 1 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch.
So Jackson Torello, the go-ahead run at the plate. What started as a pitcher's duel has now turned into a little bit of a slugfest. 6 runs scored in the 7th inning combined, and now more threatening opportunities for the Red Sox. One 0 to Torello is low.
Mooring's just trying to get himself out of the jam. Not allow a run to cross after Hyannis was just so quickly able to get aboard.
2-0 right in there, 2-1.
It's a great pitch on the outer half. We talked about these hitters getting their ace swings off, up in the count 2-0. If you try to feed a fastball, get me over that ball, and it's a tie game.
Yeah.
So to be able to work a fastball right on the edge, that's a perfect pitch and gets him back into this count one step closer.
Torello ground ball up the middle. Tough play for Lodi's. It'll get by him and go into center field. We have a tie game here at McKeon Park once again.
It's a great swing from Jackson Torello, and these games are going to be so close. I mean, all game long, we talk about it's going to be a one-run game. Every single run is going to count, and every little mistake that one pitcher has made, both offenses have been able to take advantage of it.
We couldn't have been further off when we said it feels like one pitch is going to seal the deal. Back and forth now. In the last inning and a half, it's been 8 runs total. And Gavin Gallagher at the plate now, trying to increase that number.
Before the 7th, it was shutout baseball. Both teams only having 3 hits apiece. And then the offenses come alive here late in the game. Some of the starters and first bullpen guys are out the way. Now we're in the back half of this ball game, and both offenses have woken up.
Strike on the outside corner. There goes the runner, but it's fouled off. Gallagher will force Chirello to make the jog back to first base.
Reed Mooring 1 pitch away. And we've seen him have 2 strikeout pitch mentalities. He's climbed the ladder with the fastball or use that big 12-6 breaker low in the zone.
1-2 spikes it. West keeps it in front of him, but Chirello got a fantastic dirt ball read, and the ball goes into center field. Chirello will head to third base as Jackson West just spiked that one in the dirt. And now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away.
And 2 things happen there that the Harbor Hawks are going to want back. That one getting just far enough away from Jackson West. It looks like Chirello had second base, but still trying to make the running and throw play. And then Jackson Chirello beat it out to second base, but Mason White still tried to pick it even though he was safe instead of trying to maybe chest that one up. It's a tough play for the Harbor Hawks, and Mooring still has an opportunity to work his way out.
2-2 line drive, right field base hit. YD has the lead. It's 5-4 Red Sox. Beautiful piece of hitting by Gavin Gallagher,
Cubs,
who went the other way. And once again, YD has retaken the lead in the 8th inning.
We did have a run scored going into the 7th inning, Josh, and now over these past 2 innings, it has been stellar at-bats after stellar at-bats for both teams right now. And for YD, able to get one back and get in front.
So 1-0 as William Tippett at the plate now came in as a pinch runner earlier for Ryan Sprock. He'll have a 2-0 count. There goes the runner. Foul tipped into the glove, and it will be a stolen base for Gavin Gallagher.
Just like that, the YD Red Sox have another one in scoring position as they try and get in front and score up a couple more.
Two-one count, Gallagher on second. YD has scored 3 runs in the 8th inning to take the lead, after Hyannis scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball just misses. And a balk will be called on Reed Mooring. So Gallagher will move even closer. We saw that yesterday, or not yesterday, but our last home game, where a balk was called. Or sorry, it was actually at Bourne. as that pitch catches the inside corner.
It's 92 right on the hands. A good pitch there from Mooring. Showing breaking ball, but puts that one right on the inner corner. I mean, right on the line, in on the hands to the right-hander Gallagher.
(3-2) to tip it in there. Strike 3. So Reed Mooring does get out of the inning, but YD strikes back. 5-4 is their lead, and we will send it to Matt Coates on the sideline.
Thanks, Josh. Guys, you might be wondering what's going on with this hat on my head. First time I'm wearing it all season. That's because I'm here to give you a little bit of an MLB draft update. The last player off the board, guys, number 14 to the Chicago Cubs, our guy, Cam Smith, third baseman out of Florida State University. Congratulations to Cam and his family for making a lifelong dream come true. But guys, through those 14 picks, 8 players have been Cape Cod Baseball League alumni, 2 of which coming from your Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Number 8th overall to the Los Angeles Angels, Christian Moore, Tennessee Volunteer, who just won a national championship. So congratulations to him and his family as well. The 2022 Harbor Hawk is heading to the pros. First overall pick, guys, for the 6th time in 7 years was a Cape League player. That was Travis Bazana out of Oregon State, and his summer ball teammate, Charlie Condon, went 3rd overall as well. Congratulations to all the players, and especially all the Cape League players who have gone so far in this first round.
Thank you, Matt. So cool to see Cam Smith off the board, Christian Moore off the board. Cam Smith here last season, which we've talked about at length. And, Nico, we were having this conversation the other day. Cam Smith has got to be one of the best full-season Cape League players in the history of the Cape League. It's so rare to see a guy who gets drafted this early play an entire season on the Cape, avoid Team USA, avoid being shut down by their team.
The only other guy that comes to mind is the guy that went 1st overall in Travis Bazana. Like, this was a Cape League draft if you've ever seen him through the first 20 picks. The Cape League is showing how and why it is the premier amateur wood and bat summer ball league. It's because of what's happening right now.
Yeah, when you look at those two guys, I mean, it's no secret why those two guys were up for MVP of the season, both playing the full year. And, I mean, we just got to sit back and enjoy those two guys. And Cam Smith, we got to enjoy watching him play every single night. I mean, what a joy that was. And great guy on the field. You love to watch him play. I can watch him play all day long, but even better guy off the field.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the hat that you saw Matt Coates wearing. A lot of Cam Smith's family members, I mean, they were at quite a few games throughout the season, but they gave a lot of the interns those very hats that say Cam's Crew on the back. Just such a cool environment to be so close to so many future big leaguers as Dalton Bargo goes down swinging.
And you talk about the impact he has made for the Harbor Hawks. Right as he got drafted is when the Harbor Hawks went down, but everybody glued to their phones getting the news that Cam Smith just got drafted and his dreams are coming true. I mean, this ballpark lit up, the smiles on everyone's faces.
Detallo now a base hit, a 3-hit game for the Dallas Baptist Patriot, and he is the tying runner now on first base.
Now, Michael Detallo consistently is consistent in the box, and he finds a pitch that he likes and turns on one, and is able to drop it in front of Burris, the center fielder, and brings up Mason White for Hyannis, trying to squeak back a run.
Big swing and a miss for Mason White, who foul tipped it back into Easton Carmichael's glove.
And these bats have come alive these past 2 innings. We got 3 crooked numbers in each half inning since the 7th. It's going to be our Harbor Hawks' time to see if they can respond.
Hard ground ball. Martinez goes down to his knees to make the play. Throws to second to get the lead runner, and Mason White beats it out at first. So we will have a pinch hitter now For Cannon Peebles, it's Anthony Silva at a TCU.
Yeah, it was Casey Hintz that came in to pinch run back in that 7th inning, and so they go to Anthony Silva, who has found his swing over the last couple, and through the last 5, batting .333 the last 5 games.
And Mitch Carricker must have told him, hey, big spot here, we could use your bat, because in that last half inning, Silva was in the dugout getting his timing down. He had the bat in his hand, staying in the back of the dugout, and he was just getting his timing down, working hands, getting his foot down, and just timing up the pitcher. And he comes in now in a big moment. We'll see if that pays off.
One-0 to Silva in there for a strike. One, 2 outs. Mason White on first base. Bottom of the 8th inning. Avon Cabral deals outside. 2-1. Two, 1 clips the zone. 2-2.
And for Silva, the numbers are 185 so far, and the batting average for the season doesn't show the story of his last half of this season and how he's been putting together really solid ABs.
Fighting swing from Silva. Slow chopper to third base, and Silva, not quick down the line, gets thrown out. And that's out number 3. Through the 8th inning, YD has a 1-run lead. Top of the 9th coming up.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Reed Mooring still in there now for the 9th inning of play. Again, it's the top of the lineup, and R.J. Austin coming to the plate.
And for Hyannis, got to work through this about as quick as possible so that you can go pick up the bats. You're only down by 1. Very manageable, especially with how the lineup is constructed for Hyannis. They'll have West, Tate, and Groves, 3 very solid contact hitters to come up in the bottom of the 9th. So if you can get out of here with not allowing another one to get out of your reach, that is the huge advantage Hyannis would be able to have.
So R.J. Austin looking to provide some insurance for the Red Sox. Austin was the 59th overall prospect in his high school class, according to Perfect Game. One of the best players in Georgia. Swing and a miss over the breaking ball. Oh, one, another swing and a miss.
It's back-to-back 12-6 curveballs there from Mooring, and R.J. Austin maybe thought saw fastball there, came a big swing, trying to go up and under to come and get it, but comes back empty-handed as Reed Mooring triples back to it.
Why not? It worked the first 2 times.
Mindset of, throw that good pitch.
Yeah. And throw the pitch that you're confident in.
That time opts for the fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore out of Vandy. Hard ground ball foul left side. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball high. Mooring dialed it up to 92 on that last pitch.
Once again at another full count. That's a big pitch to come from Mooring to Austin.
High pop-up, shallow center field. Kane Kepley racing in, loses the hat, and makes the catch.
And that first out is so crucial to putting up a big 0 in this top half of the inning to give your Harbor Hawks offense a chance. Only down by 1 run, 1 swing away. And the bottom of the half of the lineup has been producing for the Harbor Hawks. It's going to be Jackson West, Josh Tate, and Nick Groves before the lineup turns over in the bottom of the 9th.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike.
Carmichael's been a little bit stifled today. Had a hit as a single back in the 6th.
0-1 is high, 1-1. Anthony Martinez, the 3-hitter on deck. Big lefty. Swing and a miss over the top of it. One ball, 2 strikes, top of the 9th inning. If you're just tuning in, Josh Schreiber here alongside Nico Sharp and Jacob Irons. It has been an eventful last 2 innings, and make it a little more eventful as Easton Carmichael drops a base hit into left field with 1 away.
Beautiful hit by Carmichael, just bloops one and gets all hands on front of it to get out beyond Lodice to drop in front of him in left field. And Carmichael, he's a catcher that has a little bit of run to it as well.
First pitch low, and Carricker really letting Reed Mooring go right now. Nobody in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's going to be Reed Mooring's inning. They're not going to want to burn another bullpen arm if Mooring can settle in here and get a couple quick outs.
There goes Carmichael. Pitch is in the dirt. West can't handle it. And it'll be a stolen base for the Oklahoma Sooner.
That's a big stolen base for YD, putting Carmichael, as he showed his speed there, being able to get into scoring position with 1 swing of a bat.
And he also went on the perfect pitch. Reed Mooring, high leg kicked at that time. That 12-6 breaking ball down, and Jackson West had to go down and get it, and just to be able to have a chance. But he had such a good jump, went on the slow breaker, and Jackson West may not have had a shot in the first place.
2 balls, 1 strike to Martinez. Pitch low. 3-1 upstairs, and Anthony Martinez works a one-out walk, so runners on first and second for the powerful Drew Burris.
And for Mooring, he tried to get that 12-6 breaker to come back down the zone. Try to flip it over, and that one just left up in the zone. Never broke down, stayed up.
Another pinch runner coming in, Cameron Kim, for Anthony Martinez at first base. Second time we've had a trail runner pinch run for the Red Sox in these past couple innings, and they've had the lead both times. So Jackson West will go and talk to Reed Mooring. Right now you're 2 outs away from getting the bats back in your hands, but you're also one swing of the bat from this game not being out of reach, but certainly more than just one swing of the bat.
We'll do it post-game. Okay. Yeah, no, I saw your vision. I get you.
So Burris taking his practice swings now. Mooring trying to keep him stifled tonight.
Burris has found himself on every single time but one. 2 walks, struck out swinging, but a drop third strike allowed him to get to first base.
And Burris hits a foul ball home run.
Oh, a monster foul ball. It went all the way into the night sky. Couldn't even see it.
He leaned back on that one.
100 miles off the bat right there.
Went 100 miles as well. (0-1) in the dirt. There go the runners, and another great dirt ball read from the Red Sox. Has now 2 runners in scoring position.
And a perfectly executed dirt ball read at that. That ball didn't get too far away from Jackson West, but both runners and Carmichael and Martinez didn't wait to see if it got away. They saw that ball was 3/4 of the way down, going to be in the dirt, and they took off immediately.
So now the double play is off. There's 1 out.
And you said it right there, Josh. The double play being eliminated here for Hyannis is going to force them to bring the infield in at this moment, understanding how crucial that run at third is.
2-1 foul tipped into Jackson West's glove. And Burris is not looking at the infield with that swing. He is looking at the trees in left field.
And that's a scary pitch there from Mooring. Left that breaking ball up in the zone. And with the infield being pulled in, they're not going to be able to cover as much ground.
(2-2) to Burris is going to take a moment as Reed Mooring steps off the back of the rubber. (2-2) in the dirt, full count.
That's a good take there from Burris. That's a true 12-6 breaker. Had a lot of bite there at the end, but again, knocks in the zone. It's a big moment, and so far both teams staying super composed.
Yes, I think the last 2 1/3 innings have taken just as long as the first 6 as Drew Burris goes down looking.
I blame Chase Avery on that one.
I'm with you.
He was calling the 2-hour game.
Not so much.
Yeah, I don't know where that one went. But really huge strikeout from Mooring there to get out Burris, and just need 1 more out. Hyannis does to get into the dugout and try and create a rally in the 9th.
First pitch changeup. Make that a curveball. Drops under the bat of Ethan Petrie.
Petrie on that swing going for all of it on that one.
They don't get cheated on their swings. Pitch outside. Tried to double up that curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch up. Easton Carmichael is on third. Cameron Kim, the pinch runner, is on second.
Still a 1-run ball game. Still 1 swing away for the Harbor Hawks, but this batter and Ethan Petrie is going to mean so much to how this ball game is going to go.
Pitch in there, 2-2. Petrie looks at that pitch outside.
Yeah, it's that breaking ball, and it's a true 12-6 curveball, but you can tell sometimes he gets around it, and that comes with sometimes with fatigue. Gets around it, and that ball having more of a slurve movement, having also right to left as well as vertical.
The full count is low and away. So Mooring loses Petrie. And the bases are juiced for Phoenix Call.
Phoenix Call delivered in the 8th with 2 outs. He's able to get a single to get himself aboard, and with bases loaded, he's trying to put this one out of reach for Hyannis.
So far, Phoenix Call has 7 RBIs.
And Call hits one high in the air. Kane Kepley shouldn't have to move much, and he makes the play for the 3rd out. So Hyannis will have 3 more outs to try to score 1 run and send this game 2 extra innings. If they win, it'll be a walk-off. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Hyannis trailing by 1.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
And with the 19th pick in the 2024 MLB Draft, another Cape Cod Baseball player off the board. Carson Benz out of Oklahoma State. 2023, Chatham Angler. It's another player off the board.
A lot of Cape Leaguers, a lot of these guys on the field right now hoping to be in the same position next year as Jackson West is at the plate. Hyannis needing 1 run this inning. Cabral throws high.
And all the players you're seeing being drafted are players that are big in these types of moments. Big game here for the Harbor Hawks, big game for the YD Red Sox as far as standings will go. And here is where the big players come out.
And there it is. Jackson West starts us off with a base hit to left center field. And there's a runner aboard. The tying run for Josh Tate.
Pre-game today during batting practice really worked with getting his hand set and trying to be able to push balls out, and does a good job there getting his hand set down and getting his swing to go through the 5-6 hole on the left side of the infield and get the leadoff man aboard here. That's huge for Hyannis.
So Josh Tate at the plate. Has 2 hits today. Both were up the middle. And he squares to bunt and pulls it back quickly. Jackson West saunters back to first base.
Gallagher came off his line and will stay about a step onto the grass to prevent the bunt, but that opens up that left field line for the righty Josh Tate to try and poke down.
See if they still have the bunt sign on for him. Phoenix, I should say, Gavin Gallagher at third base certainly playing like it. Way in on the grass. Tate squares, and he gets the bunt down. Carmichael there quickly will go to second base in time. Phoenix call. Fields it on the short hop. What a play by Easton Carmichael to get up out of his squat very quickly and have time to throw to second.
Not the most textbook bunt there from Josh Tate. That one just hitting the bottom of his barrel, going straight down to Easton Carmichael. Very heads-up play. Makes the play, keeps his momentum, going straight up the middle. Long hop to the second baseman. Able to get the lead runner.
So Nick Groves at the plate now in another big spot for him. We'll see if they send Josh Tate. Does not go here. The pitch out.
It looked like the Red Sox were anticipating Josh Tate to steal there, trying to get that tying run into scoring position.
Still a potential bunt situation for Groves. I know there's one out, but you got Kepley on deck. He doesn't, though.
I would agree with you 90% of the time, but with how Groves has been hitting the ball as of late, on top of that, batting .365, leading the team in batting average, coming in second in the Cape Cod Baseball League in batting average. He's hits away from me.
And he does just that on the 1-1, fouling it straight back. Now the bunt's certainly off if it was even an option. 1-2.
Talked about it with his walk in the 7th. He lives for high-pressure moments. Nick Groves does. This is about as high pressure as they can come.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch high. It was against Cabral that Nick Groves worked that impressive at-bat his last time up that sparked the rally, allowed Kane Kepley to come to the plate and drive in 3 runs. Was down 0-2. Now 2-2. There goes Tate. Pitch up in the zone, and Tate is safe. Phoenix call missed the tag, and Josh Tate slides in safely with a full count for Nick Groves.
And it looked like the Carmichael throw could have brought Call just enough off the line. Let's see what happens here. Comes up in front of second base.
Yeah, he missed the tag.
And it looks like Josh Tate slid right by. Very close play. But it looks like Josh Tate, showing off the limbo skills, gets up and under it.
We're having a bit of a disagreement now.
And it's tough. It's a bang-bang play. I can see how maybe the YD Red Sox dugout may think that, hey, that throw beat him. Like, that was a fastball up in the zone. Carmichael put it on the money, and I can see where the argument is, but that one just bringing him too much in front of second base. Josh Tate looked to be like he slid underneath it.
I mean, we got about as good of a shot as you can get. Obviously, still hard to see, but you didn't see a jersey rustle. You didn't see... It honestly didn't look like it was that close, I should say.
And Thomas Acosta, the third base umpire who's rotated over, is right on top of it entirely. So his eyes are better than anybody else's in that situation because he has the great angle. He's able to turn his body and have his back to the home plate is what you want in that situation. So he's got as good of a look as anybody and has him safe.
The 3-2 to Groves misses low. And Groves works the walk. So Groves would be the game-winning run on first base for Kane Kepley, looking to get a job done.
Kane Kepley already had a bases clearing double in the 7th for Hyannis to get their first runs of the day. He could have now the walk-off hit potentially with Nick Groves' speed at first.
And that's just a lot of speed on the diamond right now. You have Kane Kepley, whose run wouldn't matter, but a lot of speed for him to maybe beat one out. You have Josh Tate over at second base, who just got the stolen bag and has shown a lot of speed early in his time this summer. And then you have the number 2 man in steals for the Harbor Hawks and Nick Groves at first base.
So that will spark a meeting on the mound. Easton Carmichael going out there on his own to talk to Avon Cabral. And now we will have an official mound meeting, trying to buy some time for the bullpen to get warm.
Yeah, Trevor Moore from Stanford starting to get warm for the Red Sox. Well, looks like they will go 2 more here.
So they buy some time to get the bullpen ready, and we will send it to break. But when we come back, we've got a big moment for Kane Kepley. You don't want to go anywhere.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Pitching change for the Red Sox. Nico, let me know about the new wing.
And this new wing for the YD Red Sox, this is why they're going to put him in this situation. This is their closer, the right-handed pitcher from Stanford. Junior staying 6'1", came in, had a save this past spring, but this summer, this is his closing mentality. This is his 7th game so far for the YD Red Sox, 11 innings pitched. Already has 6 saves on the year for the Red Sox. 11 innings pitched, no runs allowed. This is the guy who has shut the door for the Red Sox thus far, and this is why this has been their guy this summer.
Trevor Moore has been absolute nails this season, has not allowed an earned run.
And to no surprise, this is why he leads the Cape Cod Baseball League in saves with 6. Once again, has a 1-0 record. And it's a lot of zeros for him on the mound.
When Scott Pickler needs to shut the door, he turns to Trevor Moore. For Hyannis, they're trying to burst through that door.
And Hyannis, there's probably no one else in the lineup they'd rather have up right now, the way Kane Kepley has been swinging the bat.
And to add to that, there's probably nobody else you want on the base paths other than Josh Tate and Nick Groves, and then the speedy Kane Kepley at the batter's box. I mean, these are the guys you want on the base paths. It is the guy you want up at the plate. It's best on best here. Top of the lineup for the Harbor Hawks. The dude closer for the YD Red Sox.
1 out for Kepley. First pitch right in there for strike 1.
Firm 91-mile-an-hour fastball off of Moore hands.
As Kepley off the label of the bat. That's going to be a tough play, but Phoenix Call will track it down in shallow left field, and there are 2 down.
It's a great pitch there from Trevor Moore. 94, first pitch away, caught the outside corner to the left-hander. 94 right in on the hands. Kane Kepley not able to get the barrel out front. Just a tad late, caught him in between his swing, and that's a high skyer to call. 2 outs away, 1 out. Missing for Trevor Moore.
And it brings up a guy in Alex Lodis who is certainly used to big moments. First pitch popped foul out of play. Played in the College World Series in Omaha. Talked about that quite a bit today, but hit 2 homers there. Was a huge reason why Florida State was in the semifinal there. Bottom of the order for them. Top of the order for Hyannis. The 0-1. Check swing. They're going to call it a strike on the pitch. Clip the outside corner.
Lodis has to protect here. Shorten up the swing. Go fighting at an 0-2 to Moore.
Hyannis down to their final strike. And timeout called by the catcher, Easton Carmichael.
And here we go, 0-2, way up in the count. We're going to see his best put away pitch here. Not expecting him to give Alex Lodis anything he can handle.
The 0-2 up and in. 1-2. Dialing it up to 93 that time.
Try to throw it up at the eyes to Alex Lodis. That's one of those that looks better coming in and you have no chance to do anything with. We'll see if he tries to go up again or he breaks it down low.
1-2 fouled straight back. Lodis on the fastball that time.
Great job just getting the capper of his bat to get out and cover the zone and fend off a pitch. Keep this big AB at the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run on second base for Alex Lodis. More deals. Just getting a piece of it off the cap of the bat is Alex Lodis.
Such a great job to be able to fight that one off. That's the first breaking ball he's seen. Seen all 94, 94, 93 mile per hour fastballs and the 80 mile per hour breaker down in the zone. Just able to fight that one off.
The sophomore from Florida State transferred from North Florida after a big freshman year. Does he have some magic in him now? 1-2. Fouled straight back.
Lodis is working such a good at-bat here, understanding how big this at-bat is for Hyannis. Now the 7th pitch of the at-bat. We're still at a 1-2 count.
Wouldn't be surprised to see if Moore can try to get him to extend out the zone.
1-2 in the dirt. He went with the breaking ball again that time. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is up to Lodis.
That is a close take there by Lodis.
And Joseph Carrico hearing it from the YD dugout that time. So 3-2, 2 outs. The runners will have a head start. Full count to Lodis. Ball in the dirt, ball 4, and the bases are juiced for the national champion, Dalton Bargo.
What
a plate appearance from Alex Lodis. Quickly finds himself behind an account and fights all the way back, fouling off 3 straight pitches to then force Moore to go into the off-speed bag, trying to get him down, tried to go high with it, but it's Lodis staying disciplined, taking a gutsy take in for the ball 3 of the count. Now for Hyannis, they got Dalton Bargo up.
And it has not been Bargo's day thus far. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, but that can change drastically with the swing of a bat. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Nowhere to put him, 1-0. Josh Tate on third base. Nick Groves is the winning run on second. Alex Lodis on first. That run does not matter.
But it's going to be really important for Lodis to get a good secondary and work really hard. Ground ball up the middle. Their only play could be at second depending on where the ball is hit. So it's going to be so important for even Lodis to have a really good primary lead as well as a secondary.
1-0 to Bargo, fouled back.
Slight shift for the YD Red Sox. Call going to play straight up, almost behind second base, and it's going to be Tippett pulled off towards first base. Also, toes in the back side of the infield grass.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. A nice stop by Carmichael to keep it in front of him. Carmichael has put in some work these last few at-bats. That ball scoots by him, and Hyannis ties the game. Moore shaking his head, gets a sign he likes. Comes set. The 2-1. Fouled straight back off of the catcher and the umpire, it seemed. So again, Hyannis a strike away.
So far, it's that fastball that Trevor Moore's been able to locate, working really well in and out. These past few pitches, that breaking ball has been spiked into the dirt.
The 2-2. Ball low. That one got quite a reaction from the YD fans who travel well. Just 20 minutes down the road here in Numbers. Runners will be in motion. A ball ties the game. 3-2, 2 outs. Moore deals. Fouled back. You can't help but smile right now. This has been one of the games of the season. No runs were scored until the 7th inning, and the lead has changed a few times since then. Trevor Moore a strike away. The 3-2. Line drive left field. It's a base hit. Here comes Groves. Throw from Austin is not in time. Hyannis walks it off. Let that Hawk screech. Dalton Bargo wins it for the Hawks, 6-5.
What a handsy hit from Dalton Bargo, going for the 5-6 hole on the left side of the infield. But then it is an aggressive call by how quick Austin gets to the ball, and it's head first. Nick Groves beating the ball out of the glove of Carmichael to score.
Guys,
wow!
The Cardiac Hawks might be back. Hyannis wins a thriller 6-5, Nico. What an at-bat from Dalton Bargo.
I mean, what a big-time at-bat from – you started with Groves, then you work with Lodis. Great at-bats, and If you are not a baseball fan after that one, we don't know what to tell you. If you like pitching, you saw it in the first half of the game. Then if you like hitting, then there was a bunch of crooked numbers up there for you. And then a walk-off from the Harbor Hawks, a late comeback in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
I don't know how, Nico Sharp. I don't know how, because that game, like you just said, had a little bit of everything. And happening on one of the biggest nights in baseball, in summer amateur baseball as well. You couple that with everything, and it gives way to one of those nights that just everything went the Hawks' way when they needed it to go their way.
So the Hawks walk it off after a rain out yesterday. We've got movie night tomorrow after this movie that we just saw, and then back at home on Tuesday against Brewster. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. Hawks win this one. For our producers, Daniel Bottolino, Chase Avery, and Charlie Adams, I'm Josh Schreiber alongside Jacob Irons, Nico Sharp, and our sideline reporters Matt Coates and Josie Broyles. We'll see you on Tuesday at 6 p.m. for another home game against Brewster.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.